Hey everybody, this is Christine Bertram, and I am coming to you live from the Hive here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. I am with Bigger Tigger. He's back here making his biscuits, you guys. Yep, there he is. He's decided to steal my chair right as I went to go back over to my computer to start the live. And then I realized I left my glasses in the house, and by the time I got back here, he was in the thick of it, you guys. So we're going to try to steal a chair, because the last time I gave him my chair and I sat on one of the other chairs and it didn't work so hot for me. I kind of got the back seat. So that's how it goes. We're here. Yay. We have an amazing November class list, like preview coming for you. Just know that it's a lot. It's going to take a little bit to go through it like it normally does. I have piles galore all the way around me. Thanks, Karen. Got piles around me, and I have lots of things to go over. So for those of you who are newer to me, I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I'm located in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. I do a variety of in-person and online classes. So generally, if I do something in person, I do it online, and if I do it online, I do it in person, because I try to make everybody happy. So just know that there's going to be a lot. And so if you're newer and you're like, whoa, this is way too much, just remember that it's okay. Almost everybody feels that way when they first start watching, because I don't just do one class. I don't do 2 classes in a month. I don't do 3. I don't do 4. I don't do 5. I do 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or 11, or 12, right? So there's always a lot going on. And I've been blessed in the last year to 2 years to even maybe pushing 3. I've had people on my team that have been wanting to do classes and growing in offering their class for selection. And I always want to help my team grow as much as possible. I love to see them thrive, and I love to see how I can help them. And one of the ways that I help my team members, the Be Happy Stampers, out is if I have their cards here in time for the showcase, I will share their classes too. A lot of my girls that are local to me teach classes here in the Hive now. It's pretty amazing to think about how many people are teaching classes here. Karen Forward, bless you, my child. Did you get that all over? Yep, probably. It sounded like a wet, juicy one. Oh, Bigger Tigger. So Karen Forward was doing her first class last night. So pretty exciting. And everything. We all start somewhere with classes if we choose to do that. And it's been awesome, because I've been thinking about when I first started doing classes back in 2015, probably was when I first started doing classes. And I started with 1 or 2 people doing classes with me. It's usually friends and family. And then all of a sudden you have a few more, and then all of a sudden it's a few more, and then all of a sudden you're moving outside of your house, and then you're looking to have a class somewhere outside of the house. And then you get sick of carrying your stuff all over the place. And so what's awesome is I have an establishment here, and so anybody, the girls that are on my team that want to do classes here, they have to look at the calendar, and then they can figure out when they want to do their classes, and they come and do classes here. So it's pretty cool that we have that availability for that space for everybody. So I am going to share their stuff. And then in the same token, I'm also going to share past available classes. I sometimes overkit. I'm a demonstrator who I like to kit on the front end of my classes, and I like to forecast. I don't know if I should say I like to forecast. I get to forecast, or I need to forecast, because I'm not a back end person. So like if class happens, I'm already like on to the next one. So I try my wheel works with the designing, marketing, showing everything to you, prepping, staging, kitting, and then mailing, and then start having classes. And sometimes it happens that we're still kitting and prepping. If there's a class early in the month, then you might not have your card kits in time. We've gotten to the point where we ship once a month with a big shipping day. And then as let's call them the stragglers come in, we ship them too. And it's not a set schedule. And so our big shipping date, it's set for the 7th of November. So it's a little bit earlier. October was a little bit later. I think October was the 17th. So it depends on what's happening in the month. In October, I was supposed to be going to Germany, and that got canceled. And then I was going to be going to Maine, and that got canceled. And there was just a lot going on with the Wounded Warrior benefit and the Paperpalooza and all the regular stuff. And so we kept the original shipping date versus trying to pull it back. And I think it's good that we did that. But we're going to work hard to have our first shipping date be November 7th, which is a Friday. And the reason I say first, because we didn't intend for it to be a first shipping day. we intended it for it to be the only shipping day. But what happened is the day that I went to go order all the designer series paper for the class that I have for the Stamp-a-Stack, that was there in the morning and in my cart in the morning, and I didn't hit the submit button until that night. And before I hit the submit button, it said all of those DSPs are out of stock. But luckily, you punt, and we figured out that there's going to be a second shipping day. So anybody who does order the Stamp-a-Stack from me with the designer series paper, but part of it, it says at the moment that those papers will be back in stock the week of the 17th. And I'll plan to do a 2-day order. And if they do come in on the 17th, I might have them by the 19th or the 20th. And if they don't come until the 18th, I might not have them until the 19th or the 20th. It depends if I do a 1-day or a 2-day order. But my goal is to really get those shipped out on the 21st. So you'll have 2 choices for shipping. Do you want to ship what we can on the 7th and just wait for the Stamp-a-Stack? Or do you want to wait and get everything later in the month around the 21st? And then the other option, there's actually a third option, is do you want to attend in person or with porch pickup? So a lot of the team members, just so you know, if you're a team member and you want to choose the Be Happy Stamper team pricing option where you supply your own designer paper and ribbon and embellishments, we'll have the cards kitted up. And so you would still want to pick the 7th because you don't need to wait for me to get the paper. The only reason that you would need to select the 21st is if you need to get the Stamp-a-Stack with the designer series paper. Now, I do have maybe 8 of them here, and I'm going to hold them to make sure Diane's got enough for her in-person class. But if we find that I could maybe ship 1 or 2 of them, I'll figure that out, but I can't make any promises. So yeah. So before I get going too much, I'm going to just say hi to everybody. Hi, Jamie Kirkpatrick, and there's Gwen Goda. Welcome to the team, Gwen. Holly Paplow, Doris Munson. Hello, Susan Bellamy. There is Snowy Mom. Yay. Watching from a cold Missouri. And there's Barbara Gavi, and she said it is a cold and rainy day in Durham. Yeah, you know, we outside. It doesn't look like the wind is moving the trees at all, but Diane opened the door and it was whoosh, leaves flying everywhere. Hi, Kari Dwyer. Snow on top of Pikes Peak. Very cool. There's Faye Godby. Hi, Hope Toy. There's Jean Shoot. Mary Lemke's here. Hello, Benita from Sweden. Jean Shoot. Jean, I saw your email, and I did see the original email, but I forgot to jot the note, and I was going to reach out to you to let you know that Jolene's basket was set this time, and I think what we'll do is we'll have you help us with, you had sent me an email about what I should use the donation for, and I'll get back to you. So just know it's on my radar that I'll send you an email back. So we have 34 baskets for the Wounded Warrior benefit. I just did the walkthrough video yesterday, and we'll talk about that more in a little bit. Hi, Mindy Hall, and there is Randy Schultz. Hi, Mary Novak, and I'm just reading your comments real quick. Hi, Sherry Martin. There's Amanda. Oh, yay. So Amanda, you guys, is new to the community, kinda. She's not new to me. Amanda is my sister-in-law, and I am very excited to say that Amanda is going to be helping me with class registrations. We talked about it a couple weeks ago, and we had the opportunity to get together last week, Friday, and Thursday, and Monday. And so if you've already filled out the November class registration and you've gotten a reply, are you excited and happy that you got a reply right away and didn't wait a week? Because I have been training and working with Amanda and showing her how to do the responses and to do all the logging and the book and the back end. And we're very hopeful. She's on standby, ready to go, that as soon as class registrations start rocking and rolling into the inbox, that she will be able to help me get the emails drafted and get them out to you, so that maybe the goal would be by Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, somewhere in there, we're all caught up with registrations, which it's a tall order. I was telling Amanda, it took me about 20 hours to get through about 75 or 80 class registrations back in early October after we were done with our staycation. And so, yeah, so we're ready for it, you guys. I'm excited. And so I told her to pop on for the live and say hi to everybody. And I know that if you're like, I know you guys are, you're going to say welcome to her and tell her good luck. So we'll get there. I'm so excited because it's going to mean that we get back to you faster, right? You guys have all been so amazing and patient with me over the last, I don't know, years, so many years, because it's a lot to do all of it, right? And I do have a lot of helpers, but I don't have Carissa helped me for a little bit, and then I didn't have the help for a little bit, and then I had help for a little bit, and then I didn't have. So I'm very hopeful that we'll have consistent help with doing the registrations and then also with payments, you guys. Eventually, I'm going to teach Amanda how to help me log the payments. So if you got an email from me in the last, 12 hours, probably like around midnight, 11 o'clock, I was able to get through processing of some PayPal payments. And so I think I got to 10 of you from your September PayPal payments. So I know I was talking to Hope and another gal that they don't worry. If they hear from me that the payment hasn't been sent, then they worry. But if they didn't hear from me, then they know everything is good until I get to it. So, but eventually we're going to be so up to date and so caught up, you guys don't even know what's going to happen. I'm very happy to say that pile of mail that I showed you on my live last week that was like this tall in a box, I got through all of that between Saturday night and Sunday, or Saturday afternoon into the evening and then Sunday. So pretty cool and happy about the mail. And my goal is to, when the mail comes in that day, to reply right away, you guys. Once those piles start, they don't stop until you actually devote the time to it. And that's what it is. So yay. So anyways, welcome to Amanda. I'm so excited. So you guys can meet her now on the live. And there is, who else do we have? Hi, Joy Moody. And there's Tina Gaskin. Hello, Sue Duppis. Hi, Rosalind Begay. There's Tanya from Kentucky. And Holly's here. Oh, yes. Bigger Tigger's getting the hello. He's like, oh, he's sitting back here with his paws crossed. He's so professional. Hello, Shelley Cooper. Hi, Donna Grushke. Hi, Karen Wetstein. Hi, Pat Smothers. And there's Anna Carter. Hi, Jeannie Gertis. And don't forget to do the thumbs up for Anna. I appreciate that, you guys. Karen Woods is here. Hi, Sue Esworthy. There's Patty Wright. Whoop, whoop. You guys are all rolling in. Hi, Deb. Oh, you're in Rochester. Say hello to Ed for us. I hope all the results come back good and that he's doing better, or praying that everything is all well with you guys. And there's Eileen. There's Pippa. Evening. I'm able to watch for a short while. Okay, perfect. And there's Cheryl Bowe. And Mary Novak says hello. I love it. Hi, Marilyn Durbin. Okay. Hi, BJ. Okay, so yeah, where do we start? Okay, so this is my time to give you guys an update. We do not make cards in this class. And this isn't a class. I shouldn't even say it's a class. We do not make cards in this showcase. So what we're doing now is we're taking the time for me to share with you what's coming up and also go over any announcements that I have and try to just give you guys the inside scoop on what's happening in the world here, in my little world. And so in the main thing that, especially if you're newer or if you're not new, I work out of my website a lot, and I've been very blessed to have an amazing website that I have the ability to work in the back end to change things and manipulate things how I need to. So I created sorry, Digger, I gotta get a little bit more butt on the chair. I created an announcements board on my website. So I hope it will help if you have questions about, has this PDF sent out yet? Is this done? Where are we at with this? And I want to make sure people know that there's announcements. It's like a whiteboard is set up, and it's electronic whiteboard because I can change it, and you guys, it's a moving thing. What I thought about when I woke up this morning is I thought, I should put dates on it. Like the first thing should be the date that I actually wrote the comment, because I think that would help you guys figure out when there's old comments and new comments. So, hi, Catherine Healy. So I want to share that with you in case you have never seen this, but I want to encourage people to go here first to see if there's any announcements, and then maybe that might answer your question, and it might save you writing an email to me and me replying to an email. Now, I don't mind, but sometimes I don't always get to them as fast can be. So when you go to my website, it's cardsbycrispy.com, and I have mine set up that I have an icon on my homepage. So all I have to do is click on it. It's currently set up to August, and I can change that when I want. But under the resources, I created this section called announcements and what's up. And this is where I wrote the November showcase is set up for right now. And if you guys want to sign up for any of the classes or things that I'm showing, not other people. So this registration form is for me personally. It's not for Carissa or Karen or Gina or Julie. It's for my stuff that I'm overseeing and running out of my business, basically. So the other girls on my team, I'll share their information with you when the time comes. But just so you know, I just wanted there's a form here. So after you watch this showcase, it's going to be your time to click that word here, right on my announcements board. And it says, would you like to sign up for anything in November? So you guys are going to have to fill this Google form out. And I want to say that I don't want this Google form to be a deterrent for you. If you are struggle busing with this form and you're spending too much time because something's not working with your technology, stop, take a deep breath, and just say, okay, I'm going to email her and just give her the list of the things that I want, all right? And that's fine. What we'll do is we'll get that email, and on the back end, we can manually type your things in. It'll take us a little bit longer, which we don't mind. We'd rather get your enrollment in than you struggle bus it and not enroll for classes, because we have a lot of beautiful things to offer. So I just want to put that out there first. I don't want to alienate anybody with the registration form. I will say that last month, I was blown away. We had 105 people fill out the enrollment for October, right? And I think out of all that, there were only, and then there were 5 more that I manually added it on the bottom. So we had a total of 110 enrollments. And this enrollment form, the reason I created this Google form, we started it in September, and it has been amazing. So we've done September, October, and now we're into November. What it does is it compiles everything that you want, puts it into a spreadsheet for me, and then I can go through now with Amanda's help. We go through line by line, and we're like, oh, who signed up now? So Susan Wormley, she just signed up for classes. And we can say, did she want this one? She didn't want this one. She wants this thing. She doesn't want this. And then we can go across and take all the information from your registration form that you submitted, and then now we're going to go and put an email together. And in the email, it'll tell you, this is what we captured from what you're looking for. Here's a total. And we saw that you want to pay with PayPal Friends and Family or Venmo or Zelle or Cash App, whatever. And we'll put in, here's your total if you send it via this method. And all right, there you go. We got you logged. We got you in the book. You're in the book now. That means you're going to get classes mailed to you. And then you can use that email as your active and invoice or however you want to use it for your purposes. And then what you do is just send the money how you'd normally send. So we've gotten so streamlined with this now. And so that's why we have created this form. It really, really helps. Hello, Susan Wormley, by the way. I just looked down and you were the first person I saw. I hope you're doing good, my friend. And so we're going to fill out the registration form. And it asks for your email address that you want to use for correspondence, phone name, all that good stuff. Now, this was really important, and I figured this out last time, about 3 weeks ago. I only had on here complete mailing address, street address, city, state, zip, but I didn't have this other blanket clause on here that says, pretty please email me separately to let me know if this is a different address from your last shipment. This was really important because I had one of my customers who moved, but I didn't know that. And I'll be honest, I have a database, an Access database where I keep everybody's addresses. And then I also use Pirate Ship for my shipping. And all of your addresses are saved in Pirate Ship as well. So when you fill out this Google registration form, I'm not going to know any different that your address is different. And so what happened is I created a label for this lady, and she emailed me instantly because Pirate Ship sent her an email and it had her old address. And it was awesome because before I even went to the post office, she reached out to me and said, hey, I don't have that address anymore. It's different. And can you fix this? I'm like, I can. Your shipment's still in my car. I can go and grab it and slap on a new label and delete the other one. And life is good because otherwise it would have gone wherever and it would have been a hassle and a half. And so I just want to call out to you guys that you can't assume that I know that I catch that. So if you're paying for classes via my website too, and you use a different email, a different address, a street address, I don't always catch that because if I had to check every time somebody registered for something and paid for something on my website, that I'd have to go check your addresses, that would take hours. Extra hours would get, and I don't have the time for extra hours of checking. So I'm going to hope that you guys tell me when you move so that I can make sure I get the right address on your shipment. Okay, so that's important. I just want to call that out. And I never called that out before, but it was good to be able to put that in here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go through the different classes. So I think I might use this to go through the order. And I have pictures of the cards here. These pictures also correlate to my events calendar. So in the website here, if you go to my events calendar, which is in now November, we're going to start working through the calendar. So this is hard because anywhere where you see a gray, it means there's a class, but you don't necessarily know what class until you actually click on it. And when you click on it, that's where it's going to give you all of the event class details. So we've got the November Sweet Card class. It's featuring Peaceful Garden. This is the online. It's got the date. It will show if I'm teaching it with anybody. So in this case, if you're in Canada and you're looking to do this class, you can reach out to my amazing friend Rose Coleman, and she kits up my sweet classes in Canada, and I kit up her technique classes in the US. And so it gives you all the information of when it's offered and what you need, what the cost is, right? So that's what this events calendar is for. The other thing I want to call out too is I also have a paper calendar. Now at this moment, you guys, the calendar hasn't been revised for a little bit. The last time I touched this was August 14th, but for the most part, it's correct. I do know that Diane had to switch a couple of her dates around in November for her 2 classes. And so all in all, like, this is pretty accurate, but there are some dates and things that might be off with it. Hello, Cindy Bassett. Yeah, you guys, I have some exciting news for you. I got to just steal a moment here. So I don't know if you were watching the live last week, Friday, but Susan Bellamy's friend joined Susan Bellamy's team to become the 5th person to join her team. And Susan Bellamy promoted to Silver Elite on Friday, which helped me promote to Platinum Elite, which was super cool. Not many people do that. And she told me it on the live, so we got to experience the excitement live on Friday. Well, guess what happened yesterday? Cindy Bassett joined Gina Bulow's team, and that was the catalyst. Cindy, I don't know if you know this, but you were the catalyst for Gina promoting to Silver Elite, which is super cool. So we've done it. The team has been growing with leaps and bounds, you guys. I don't even know. There's been so many people that have joined my team for 2nd and 3rd level, and it's crazy. It's crazy to think it's still going on, you guys. The sign up special goes through Friday. So if you are looking to join my team or somebody on my team's team, just get her done. Get her. Charlie Barons would say, keep her moving and get her done. And you have till Friday to spend, like, it's $35 plus tax, and you get 125, or you could spend 99 and get 189 or something like that. It's a really good deal. So get your registrations in to join Stampin' Up. If you want to choose my team or somebody on my team's team, definitely, we're a welcoming team of Be Happy Stampers. And so when Cindy Bassett joined Gina's team yesterday, she promoted to Silver Elite. And so it's been crazy, you guys. And Julie Bierschbach promoted to Silver Elite earlier in the month. So we're rocking and rolling. Hoochie coo, right? Yes, congratulations to all these gals. Lots of gals promoting to Silver too, because people are joining their team, and that's helping them promote to Silver. So pretty amazing stuff here happening in October for us. So this printed document, when we were back out on the announcements section here of my website, just know that this document can be found underneath the announcements and what's up. It's underneath in the resources area here. So just want to call a couple more things, and then I'll start going through registration. I did, yay, send out the Paper Palooza for the fall. The PDF was emailed out Sunday morning, and we're going to go through these cards momentarily. I have about 28 spots left for this one. And I put here, I officially made it through all of the Happy Mail. I posted that Sunday morning. Yay. Oh, actually, I don't know if I did it Sunday morning or if I did it Sunday night. I can't remember what I did. It was Sunday. I put on here the Blackberry Beauty PDF was also emailed out. You guys, if you watched class on Thursday night, Ann D'Acquisto we were talking about her holiday white jello with the raspberry sauce. I put the recipe here for you from her. And I am still working through emails in my MSN email address. So it was pretty cool. There were a few people that heard me say, you're welcome to send me, if like the MSN email addresses, I'm phasing it away, and I'm finding it harder and harder to go back down into the meat and the potatoes to get some of those emails. So if you're still waiting on anything that you originally sent to my MSN, please just send it to my Christine at Cards by Crispy. That is going to be the only email that I'm working with. I'm not going to use the CBC Enroll so much anymore. I'm not going to use the MSN for stamping at all. And so I have one email address that you guys can send your correspondence to. So make sure you get your contact information updated. We pulled the Band-Aid off the last 2 weeks. It took us 2 weeks to pull the Band-Aid off. And I think now we can start to have the wound heal, right? The wound is healing, right? The scab is going to fall off eventually. And all of a sudden, we're going to be great, and we're not going to get all hosed up with emails and class registrations and payments anymore. We're turning a new page. So other than that, I do want to call out, let's see here, that we're going to talk about the mini desk calendars. We're going to talk about Long Beach for a moment as well. and the crafting fun. So those are all the things that we were starting to talk about, the announcement section. So you guys, if you want to go through there and read through anything, I'm going to start putting dates on the front end of each one of the items so that you can see it. So let's go back here. I want to start showing you some stuff. Yeah, way to go to all those who promoted. Okay, so we're back in the registration form. So let's start with the very first one, which does not follow the order of this, okay? So this paper is great. It's a great resource to have if you like printed copies like me. Like I like paper a lot, so I definitely keep one of those handy. But we're rolling up the sleeves. Did you see that? So we're going to straighten our camera because you know we don't like crooked things. So, and we'll just zoom in just a hair. So we talked about the mailing address. So ink, paper, scissors for the month of November is called Delicate Pine Snowflakes. There's only 4 cards showing here, but there is a 5th card, and I'm going to show you all of those cards right now. I'm going to show you what stamp set we featured as well. So this is a class that I co-design and co-teach with Diane Bogenhagen. Diane Bogenhagen is on my team. We've been doing this class. So I started this class back in 21 by myself for 2 years, and then Diane started in 23, I think. We figured that out. And so we designed together. She teaches the in-person class. I teach the online class. And so the questions that we'll ask are, do you want your kits mailed to you? Do you want to do porch pickup, or do you want to do in-person with Diane? Or maybe you don't even want to do the class. So this doesn't have dates on it, right? And that's okay. You know what I probably just realized I should do? I should make the name of the class a hyperlink so you can click on it. But this is where if you go over to this document here, it'll tell you the dates. So now, I had said that Diane had some switching of the calendar. I think Diane's has moved up a week, but mine with you guys, I'm set for November 24th, and it's a Monday. It's not a Thursday, and it's at 1 p.m. The special thing about November 24th is it's my dad's birthday, and we get together for his birthday, and we have dinner together, and I don't want to miss that. So I moved it up to 1, but the reason it's on Monday is because Thursday is Thanksgiving. Normally we'd have class on Thursday night, but I definitely am not going to be doing class. I might schedule a replay of a past class, but I will be up with Tyler's family having Thanksgiving dinner probably at the time that class is happening, would be happening on Thursday. So it did get a little bit wonky. And as a reminder, I get this question a lot. People say, well, I can't watch it when you're doing the class live. Is there a replay? Yes, there's always a replay. So you can always go back and watch the class when it's convenient for you and when you have time to. Okay, so definitely. So that one is a weird one. It's a Monday at 1, all right? So everything that I always do too is in Central Time Zone. So if I say 1, it's Central. So I know I have people all over the world that watch at different times, and just know it's always when I talk, and I don't expect you guys to remember that I'm in Central, but just know I'm always Central. And I think that's noted somewhere on here too. So, all right, so Delicate Pine Snowflakes. And there are going to be 5 cards with this. And so you just have to decide if you want the class or not. And this is one of them. You might recognize this if you did the escape with me. It's a double dipper of a card. It's so pretty with the peacock. And you just need sentiments for all of these cards, sentiments, and then some focal images and sentiments on the inside. So that one uses pretty peacock ink. And then this one, now I'm cold. And this one, it features cherry cobbler ink. Now, I will say, we've gotten to the point where we've started to pull in some retired items into our classes, like ribbon or gems, if we have enough of it to kit up what we're currently doing. And in this case, there was a beautiful cherry cobbler ribbon from last year that I had enough left of that we could kit up, and we're only going to put 6 inches in this card. Otherwise, you'll use your white ribbon that comes in this class. But it was just, the white ribbon didn't do it as much as this cherry cobbler ribbon did. So just so you know, if you were looking for the cherry cobbler ribbon, it is no longer active. It's not current anymore. So on this one, you need to have a sentiment on the outside, and then we also have a sentiment on the inside and Lost Lagoon ink. Now, there's enough in your kit. So this is ink, paper, scissors, where you get a 1/4 pack of designer paper. You'll get the pack of embellishments. You'll get 6 inches of this ribbon, but for everything else, you'll get the roll of the white ribbon, the fuzzy white ribbon, and then you'll get the 5 card kits with this one. All right, the next card looks like this, and bless Anna Rebadou's heart. She die cut all these little rinky-dinky pieces. Foliages. Yeah. So With this one, you just need a sentiment and some sort of a snowflake. Now the set looks like this, and you can see already that this sentiment right here didn't even come from the set. We grabbed it from Snowflake Kisses, and this one right here I think comes from Snowflake Kisses as well. So on this one, the To You and Yours comes from a different set. I don't know which set. Snowflake Kisses most likely. And we use shaded spruce ink. But if you don't have this exact stamp set, this is where I tell you guys, buy what you love, use what you have. And if you don't love this set and you don't have this set, what else could you stamp in your little white squares that are going to be cut for you? So when you get card classes from me, anything that's die cut that isn't a focal image, so something like this, or these squares are also die cut, they're out of styler shapes, those will be die cut for you. These little cherries will be die cut for you. Bless my helpers' hearts, right? Because they do all this die cutting for us so that we can make all these amazing cards. And then, like for this, if you don't have this snowflake, it's fine. What snowflakes do you have that could work on here, right? On this one, you just need a sentiment that's going across here. And we did use Celebrate the Season from here. Now, what's special about this, though, is we went with a shaded spruce. Oh, gosh. Yes, that is shaded spruce. It didn't look shaded spruce on here to me. But we used a shaded spruce dark label. And when you use dark labels, the ink doesn't show up on them. So what we did is we did Versamark with white embossing powder, and we could have also used white ink, a white craft pad, that would work too, but ultimately it's white embossing powder with a heat tool is what you need. You could just use white ink by itself if you don't have a heat tool. And so what we have on here are some snowflakes for you, and then you'll stamp your sentiment. You've got a little glimmer strip that will be already punched, ready to go for you. All your snowflakes will be done. And this is all these cards. We have it set up so that you can have enough designer paper to make a matchy-matchy envelope. And then last but certainly not least, these two were very similar to me. Similar but different. They are on that darker side, but we tried to brighten them up a little bit with the mats. And so this is Hoping This Christmas is the Most Magical Yet. That is from Jolly Delivery, actually. So it's even yet another sentiment set that we pulled from. And all those die cuts are going to be done for you. Your little leaf will be done. You'll get to put your shiny sequins on. And now, you guys, those are out of stock. But never fear. I have them for my classes, so we're good to go. So this one right here, the base price on it, if you attend in person, is $34, and then there's shipping that gets added. And if you are getting only this class by itself, the cost is $41 with a cash, check, Venmo, Zelle, Cash App, all the regular payments. If you pay for it via my website, just know that my website charges a convenience fee. So on $41, it will charge $43 to cover the fee that Squarespace charges. So you can always do that. If you are planning to place your order and pay via my website, you don't necessarily need to fill out the registration form that I'm doing, because your registration will come through my website. The registration form is primarily used for everybody that wants to take advantage of not paying a convenience fee by using my website, right? So it's a way for you to save a little bit of money. And so the registration form is great also for helping me keep track of who gets what mailed. So on the day we're shipping, I might be looking at Jean Schute's box. I'm like, well, didn't she also have a class for this? And then I can go back and look at Jean's registration really quick and be like, yeah, she did. Or no, she didn't. We're good to go, right? So it's a way for me to second check everything. They are shaded spruce because I just cut and bannered them. Good. Thanks, Karen Wetstein, one of my amazing helpers. All right. Yes. Thank you to Karen. All right. So that's ink, paper, scissors for November. Now, I do have a little sneaky peek. I do have ink, paper, scissors for December here. But I think what I'll do is I'll wait and share it with you at the end. And I also have ink, paper, scissors for this month, where I believe I might have less than 5 left. So anytime I have past classes available, we can always add them to your box, no problem. All right, so let's go back here to our registration form, and we can tell you that maybe you want to do that class and you want to do it with me with kits mailed, so pick that. The next class here is Peaceful Garden. I do this class, I mentioned a little bit ago, I do this with Rose Coleman. She's in Canada. So if you are looking for a demonstrator or you want to do an amazing class with her, reach out to her. I don't have her information per se in my registration form, but if you go to the event on my website, or if you look here under Suite, I have here like Rose Coleman from Canada. If you go to my events calendar for the date of like November 20th, you will find all of her information and my information in the event description. So we featured Peaceful Garden. And you can pick, okay, yep, I want them mailed, but let's look at them really quick and see what they are. So with the Sweet Bundle class, you'll make 4 cards. It features Peace on Earth, which looks like this. I'll tell you, the set really bamboozled me. When it first came out, I thought it was a Christmas set. And then I realized there's sympathy in it. And then it's like all the best in your new adventure. I'm like, what is going on with this set of, it's like a hodgepodge set of sayings. So what did we do with this set? All right. Oh, this is ink, paper, scissors. So hang on. Oh, what's happening? Okay, this is ink, paper, scissors for October. So I'm going to share that with you later because I want to share with you right now what's going on for November. Okay, so not to confuse you guys, but we chose the same suite of products. And in 1 month, October, we did it for ink, paper, scissors. And for November, we're featuring it for the Sweet Bundle class. 4 completely different cards in each class. So there's 8 total different cards, 4 in one class and 4 in another. So not to confuse, but so what I just showed you there is ink, paper, scissors, and I'll pull that back and share that with you later. I have less than a handful left of that one. So, all right, so let's go. Hi, Deanne Dawn. Hi, Linda Hunt. Okay, so the Sweet Bundle class consists of 4 cards. The cost is $22 plus shipping. So if you're in person or porch pickup, $22. And if you're wanting this class, like let's say added to the ink, paper, scissors, it'd only be $2 extra for shipping. If you want it shipped by itself, it's $6 for shipping. Okay, so let's go to this first one here. All right, so Carmen Melendez, if you're watching, you might recognize not this card, but the layout, because Carmen Melendez did a swap card and we cased the layout. So it starts like this and it opens like this, and then it is a fun fold. So sometimes we'll throw fun folds into Sweet Bundle classes or monthly or Let's Just Stamp, and so we did that. So we made this big hugs for a good friend. So the embossing will be done, the die cutting will be done, the bow will even be made by either yours truly or Rhonda will help me make it. And all you need is a sentiment, and we used Night of Navy for this one, for the ink color, okay? And it folds down to an A2 size card, so it fits perfectly in your envelope. So another one that goes with this class, we made this one to say Peace on Earth, goodwill to men. And we pulled in the embossing folder that's from the suite of products. We sponged a little color on the bird is the word, wings and head, and then we stamped Peace on Earth. So that's what we used on this. We put Celebrate the Season, which comes from Delicate Pines. The third card, you might recognize this one. Jay Shante helped me with the design of this one. This was a escape card that got double dipped. And so we made this one say Warmest Winter Wishes and became more of a wintry card and Celebrate the Season. Okay, and the fourth card, so cool, Tracy Swords. I don't know if you're watching, but she sent a swap card and we cased it with the 4 strips of paper in the back and kind of tweaked it. And she had all completely different product, but we loved the layout. And that's what we do a lot of the times. We'll case layouts because we love layouts. And so you just need a sentiment here. A little kindness makes a big difference. That came from the set label, something with label. No, let me look. Label. Label me grateful. That's what it is. And we got a little twig, branchy thing in the bird's mouth, which is awesome. So yes, so pretty. So Team Blue. Hi, Carmen Sanders. Gotta go, Pippa. All right, we'll see you later. Hi, Judy Sharp. Hi, Penny Powell. You made it. So Team Blue, where are you? Calling Team Blue. I know you will love these cards. In this one, too, we did add a little bit of ink on here with white. And so you can see it's illuminated, and that's by using the white craft pad. So this is the Sweet Bundle class for the month of November. So I marked yes to that one because I was like, absolutely. All right. Then we're going to go to the next one. So Let's Just Stamp features, let's see, Peace on Earth. That's not for you. That must be you. All right. Next one is the Let's Just Stamp. So I do the Sweet Bundle with Rose, and I go back to working with Diane on Let's Just Stamp. So Let's Just Stamp features the stamp set called Pine Tree Trimmings. And another disclaimer, it's hard. You don't want to keep using the same designer paper all the time for classes, right? So we're like, what do we use? What do we use? What do we use? Well, I found 3 packs. You guys, can you tell I've been cleaning? I found 3 packs of Snowflake Sparkle or Splendor Snowflake or Splendor Snowflake Splendor. I think it's called Snowflake Splendor. I don't even know. I can make your hands clap. I don't know if we wrote it down on here, but I think it's called Snowflake Splendor. I think it's from 3 years ago, and I found 3 packs of it. And what we did is we divvied it up. We put 3 that are more pool party and peacockish together, and we're using them for the November Let's Just Stamp. And then we took the 3 more bluesies with blueberries and azure, and we pushed those to be for the December Let's Just Stamp. And so we took a pack, we split it in half, and now we have 3 packs. We can kit for what we need to. So the designer series paper is retired. And it's just going to be how it is these days. We have, if you are like me, you end up with extra papers. And we just did this with the Blackberry Bliss class. And you guys went ham over it, which was awesome. I consumed my 4 packs that I had been collecting for however long I think I would collect them. And instead what we did is we did a class and we dispersed them and made lots of people happy. And that's what we're going to start to do more. As long as we have enough to do what we're kidding, we're going for it. So just a little change. We've been doing that now for probably the last 5 to 6 months. And we haven't had any negativity or negative things that we've sensed from it. So we're just going to keep rolling with it, right? Because as long as we have pretty cards, I think that's all that matters. So with this one, little backstory on that. This is the Snowflake Splendor Designer Series paper. And we made these really pretty cards. Oh my gosh. I just stared at them. And when we were done, I loved it. We pulled in some of those Riverside pearls from the Otters suite that are now on Last Chance as well. And we now have vellum back, so I don't have to say the vellum is retired because we have vellum that's 12 by 12. Well, I shouldn't say that. It's coming out November 4th. It's part of the new pre-order. The Snowflake Sky embossing folder. I am so sad that that got retired, especially this time of year. So we brought that in. We used it here. We use it here and here. And for the December cards, I think it got used on all of them because we're working with snowflakes. Some of the glimmer paper here is new though. And the stamp set is new, right? So you've got the stamp that we used here. And we also have this, the balmy blue ribbon, which is current. And then at the moment, we also have the white ribbon that is a last chance, but still current. So it's a mixture of old with new and just like pretty cards. So this one, we on all this whole class is peacock ink. And we even sponged a little bit over that vellum circle to give it a little bit of darkness. And we made a little snow hill. And then Oh Christmas Tree comes from this set here, Pine Tree Trimmings. And we have 'Tis the Season, a little tree on the inside. Let's Just Stamp is 3 cards. And so 3 cards is $19 plus shipping. So if you're adding this to your package that's already existing, it's only $2. And if you're getting it by itself, it's a $6 shipping. Hello, Mary Ellen Ryan. Hi, Rebecca Hawkins. Checking out what's happening. So Penny Paula has 4 packs of the Blackberry DSP. I don't know who. Now, if I find myself in a pinch that I really want to make a card with it, Penny, I'm going to be calling you. No, I won't. I'm just kidding. It was really funny. I had somebody reach out to me and said, well, I thought about calling you to let you know that I have 1 more pack. And then I said, maybe I shouldn't because then that she might feel obligated to make more cards. So we ended up with 70 with Blackberry Beauty. So, but anyways, this is Let's Just Stamp. So I think you're going to want this one. To me, you guys, the video is never as great as in person. The pictures are never as great as in person. So when you go to here, you're going to definitely want to put yes, to-go kits mailed with me or porch pickup or in person with Diane. Okay, so that's featuring Pine Tree Trimmings. All right. Next thing on the list then, as we're moving down, you want to decide if you want to do the monthly card class. So the monthly one is my bread and butter class that I've been doing since we figured out 2015, sometime in early 2015. It's 3 cards, always features 3 different things and just no rhyme or reason with what I pick. I try not to duplicate things within a catalog though. So this one is, we're in full blown Christmas season though. So what we're going to do is show you 3 Christmas cards. And I was looking at them and I realized that we used the same sentiment on 2 of the cards, which is fine. They look completely different, right? But we've got Celebrate the Season and Celebrate the Season. And if you guys remember from just a minute or 2 ago, maybe 5, I don't know how long it's been, but what we have here is Delicate Pines. And that is where the Celebrate the Season comes from. All right, so what you have here, this one features Pine Tree Trimmings. So what did I just go over with you with the Let's Just Stamp was Pine Tree Trimmings. There's a die set with that cuts this out. And we use the Christmas Tags designer paper with some red ribbon. And then we put in those little sparkle snowflakes. So very cool. Making a shaker card is what we're doing. Right now, this is definitely really too big for mailing without putting extra postage on it. Hi, Becky Gandolfo. Oh my goodness. Becky, I gotta tell you right off the bat, like about right before I went live, I checked my mail and your check was there. So I'm telling you right off the bat, it came. I haven't opened it though. All right. But I'll send you an official email soon. Shelly Cooper says, I have the Blackberry DSP hoarded too. I think it was back order and I panic bought. Yes, that's so true. It did go on back order. So when it came back in, people bought it. So again, you guys, that snowflake embossing folder got used here. All right. So that's that card. And then on the next one here, we used a set. It's the dies that are called pattern tags dies, right? That's what I had to like look at this, because the other thing that we use is called Beautiful Pattern. It's the embossing folder. That is one of the new embossing folders that goes live on November 4th. So we pulled in some new product on here, and there are some of those little gold sequins that are part of the, what is it? The annual catalog. So we use the pine tree trimmings paper here, and again, all the die cutting will be done. So all you need is a sentiment here. You need a sentiment here. We use shaded spruce ink. That one features garden green. This one's got the cherry cobbler going on. And then here we have our like regal-esque, like it's just fancy. We've got some velvet going on here. Oh, it's really cool. It's like, it's gonna be fun to like pet the card. And then we've got some earthen metallic foil back here, right? And we've got the pine bough thing cut out of that. Out of the shaded spruce one, we cut a little leaf, and we've got a little cherry cobbler. So this features the branching out dies and a sentiment in cherry cobbler, and then you've got some green ribbon. Now I will tell you a little disclaimer. This green ribbon is super thick. It's like that thick. You're gonna get one piece between these two cards, and you're gonna use half of it here and half of it on that card, right? And then that's what we got for an inside. So monthly class is $19 plus shipping. If you're going to add it to something, it's $2. If you're going to have it as your only class you get, it's $6 for shipping. And it is also free with an order. I'd like to also add, I forgot to say this, that I should be saying this too. If you want to place an order to get this one for free, the Let's Just Stamp, this is an either or. So you could pay for this class or it could be order based. And also the Sweet Bundle class. I have it set up that if you want to place an order to get this class for free or pay for it, this one's the same way. So you could place an order to get this class for free, or you can pay for it, however you want. But, oh yeah, this one, you guys, the video is not even doing that one justice. That one is you need to see that in person to really get the full effect of that. Okay, so that's the monthly class. Hi, Feline Mays. Thanks for liking and sharing. So we're going through our registration. You're like, yup, I want that one. All right, Technique Club class. Let's talk about that. So this is the one that I do with Rose. And I reached out with Rose today. We both feel like chickens with our heads cut off. So let's look at Rose's, what she told me. I asked her, what are we doing for November? And she said, for November, I am focusing on the Ginger Man bundle, and we are using techniques with white craft ink. Okay, so that's what she's got for November. And then for December, I plan to play with the black ice technique using the Light and Wonder bundle. Okay, so I don't have the cards yet. She was going to try to get them to me this morning. It didn't happen. And I know that some of you don't like to sign up for a class until you see what the cards look like. Totally get that. Now, if you're somebody who generally always gets the Technique Club class from me, so there's maybe about 12 to 15 people that do it every month, you don't even need to know what it looks like. You could already say, yep, send it to me. I will say, what was I going to say? Oh, I know what I was going to say. So I'm excited to say that Carissa just helped me get my information for the last year. So if you have 10 consecutive months, if you're somebody, so I have about, on average, 16 people that do the class with me every month. And I would have to say 12 people order every month, regardless, so consecutive. So there are going to be a few of you that can expect me to reach out to you with what you get for your host rewards. Now, host rewards went away from a workshop perspective, but I still made a deal with my gals that I'm going to honor what I used to do. So just know that I have the records now. I could have went and got them myself manually, but Carissa ran some reports and she got me information. So I know who's earned it. I don't know off the top of my head because I haven't opened the file yet, but as soon as I open up the file, I'll be able to see who's earned their rewards, and I'll be reaching out to you to like button that all up, okay? So that's awesome. So again, we're going to be using the Ginger Man bundle for November and feature the white craft ink in various ways. And then December will be the black ice technique using the light and wonder. Okay, so now you get back over here to the registration and you're like, do I want it or not? So with this one, it's not taught in person. So you either can pick mailed, porch pickup, or no. So let's talk about the Stamp-a-Stack. So you can see Diane's picture on here. So I do this class with Diane Bogenhagen, and there are 7 unique cards. So we just designed these about a week ago, last Wednesday. Hi, Chris Robinson, you made it. Yay. You're chasing the pup who had my card kit. Oh, man. He's in his crate. Okay, well, hopefully he didn't chew it up to pieces. All right, you guys, I told Susie I would drink more water. Boom. All right, nature's drink. Let's talk about the Stamp-a-Stack. So this is the Stamp-a-Stack. This is what you'll make. There are 7 different designs, and there's 2 of each design. So you're stamping a stack of cards. There's 14 cards. And there's 2 different options. So we've got here, yes, to-go kits mailed, to-go kits porch pickup. Do you want to do in-person with Diane? And then do you want Be Happy Stamper team pricing? Now, if you're Be Happy team pricing, I'll know if you're porch pickup or mailing. You don't have to worry about that. I'm trying to figure out, do you want the reduced pricing because you're on my team and you're going to supply your own materials? So the question I always get is, well, what do we need to have? If you're on the team, one of the things that is a perk is we offer team pricing on events. We offer team pricing on Stamp-a-Stacks, product-based classes. You get reduced pricing on some of the exclusive tools I have. And so with one of them is the Stamp-a-Stack, and we're going to talk about the memories and more here momentarily. So if you're wondering, if you're a Be Happy Stamper and you're wondering what you get, all you want to do is go to the events calendar. So go to cardsbycrispy.com, toggle to November 21st. Click on Christmas Tag Stamp-a-Stack. Oh man, here's my event. Yay, all the information. And if you scroll down, it talks about that people who register for this class will get the Christmas Tags DSP, the real red ribbon. That's wrong. It's supposed to be 14 white envelopes. And then you also get the rhinestones. So I got to update you guys. It's only 14 cards. And then if you scroll down just a little bit more, it says Be Happy Stampers team member pricing. So you would need to have those things. I got to change that. It's supposed to be, I think we must have done 16 on a previous one. But you would need to have those things. But what do you get then for the $22 if you're on the team? You would still get all the card bases, the card mats, anything die cut, anything for sentiment strips. It'll all be here, except for you would be supplying your own DSP, your embellishments, your ribbon, and your envelopes, okay? So for non-team members, or for team members who just want the easy button and say, you get it from me, and I'd be happy with that, you'll get all the things I listed, plus you'll also get the card packet. So when we go here to the cards, there's gonna be 2 of each one. Some of them are identical, and some of them are just slightly different. But these are the layouts, and in most cases, there's enough to do envelopes. And I gotta tell you, I love a challenge. And so I told Diane, I wanna design with only half the pack of designer series paper. Oh, she's like, why do you have to create such challenges? Because it's like, well, then you guys have half the pack left so that you could add your own bases and mats and you could easily reproduce. So you have 14 cards here. You could actually get 28 cards out of your pack of designer series paper. You would just need to add your own green, garden green, real red, and white cardstock. That's really what got used in here. So yeah, so there's a perk. So that's one of them. And the other thing too is you're probably looking at it and thinking, well, how does she get red rhinestones? We did take a cherry cobbler blend and we colored some of the rhinestones red. And so this card is a double. You'll make 2 of this one. It was really cool how that ornament matched. We got it to match that designer series paper. We pulled in a stamp set called Wishing You Cheer. Now these are 2s. There's one card here where we did 4 of it. So this one, you'll make 4 of this. It's really easy, a quick, simple card. So for those of you who need help with your Christmas card making, this class is gonna be perfect. It'll help you get lots of cards made and they're not that labor intense, right? So celebrate the season. Again, we added red rhinestones because we colored them. This one there's 2 of, but they're slightly different. One has a tree on it. And so there's these laser cut tags or laser cut die cuts, and there's laser cut pieces in this kit. And so on this one we have a tree, and then on that one we put the Noel, and this one we made it as a gatefold, so it opens up like that. Okay, so that's 2 cards of that one. This one is the 2 cards and they match. They're the same. So the reason that looks a little bit dark on the camera, what it is that's the Holly Jolly embossing folder, and it looked kind of boring not highlighted, so we took crumb cake ink and we just kind of like hovered over the embossed area there. So those 2 are the same. Oh, I should put a little red gem in the middle there. Yes, I should do that. Okay, so the candy canes are doubled. Now for this one, they're 2, but they're not the same. They're a little bit different. This one we added the cardinal on the side, and this one we've got the mistletoe on the side. So similar but different. Again, matchy-matchy envelope. And then we've got one left, and it is the same. So you've got your stockings hanging from a branch. And so, oh man, I will have to honestly say, this class, designing it, sucked my entire life out of me with Diane. We started at 11:30, maybe it was 12. Let's just say it was 12 last week, Wednesday. And we finished at 5:30. So it took us 5.5 hours. And you're probably thinking, only 5.5 hours? Well, we overdid it. Like, in terms of like, we pushed the envelope for our brains, and I had class that night. So I went from 5:30 and at 6 o'clock I had class, and I felt like my brain was fried like a noodle that just got fried flat. So yeah, so I'm very happy with how they came out, but we pushed hard for that one. So Stamp-a-Stack, for those of you that want to get the whole shebang from me, it's $55 plus shipping, and shipping is $12. So this would be like a core class where it would be $67, and anything else I've shown you so far would just be $2 extra. And again, it's going to have enough in there for you to make the 14 cards, but you'll have leftover diamonds, ribbon, and designer paper that you can use more. Now this is the one though, you have to decide. If you're getting the whole thing from me, do you want some of your stuff to ship early, or do you want all of it to ship later? Because I don't have this designer paper until it comes back into stock. Okay, so we're gonna be pushing the time frame for getting your Christmas cards done, because if I don't have it till the 21st, then it's on you might not have it till the following week, and then it might be like, oh man, pushing to get Christmas cards done. So you could also game plan it that you could get a jump start on next year's Christmas cards by getting this class, and you could focus on other things now and then work on this one when you have time and use these for next year's Christmas cards. So just putting that out there. All right, so we were working in the Google form, and we had just gotten to the Stamp-a-Stack. So now what you need to do is figure out, do you want that one? And so we're here, and we're gonna put yes, we definitely want it mailed. Okay, now I'm also doing one more add-on class. It's the Joyful Days Memories and More class. So I know I'm gonna want it, so let's click yes. So what's gonna happen here is, for this one, there's gonna be 18, all right? I'm 18 and I like it. 6 designs, but making 18 cards from one of the packs that we give you. So we cut the card bases, the mats, all that kind of stuff. When we make our extra little pack of all that stuff, there's gonna be enough for 18. And again, I designed it with Jay and Nancy Haggard, and I had a challenge that we're only using half the Memories and More card pack, right? So with that Memories and More card pack, I have a picture of, I think I have it right here. This is like, it's a Memories and More card pack. So it starts off with these papers that you probably look at and you're like, what do I do with some of this stuff? Well, we designed 6 unique cards, and you're gonna make 18, and you still have enough to make 18 more if you added your own card bases and mats. So you'll make 3 of this one. So the gems that you get with this is this pack here, which I can order those on the 4th as well. They're brand new. So unless you're a demonstrator who ordered them on pre-order, you wouldn't have these yet. You also get the old olive and espresso twine. So you'll make 3 of this one, and you just need a sentiment here. You need a sentiment here. You'll make 3 of this one. All you need is a sentiment. We used Oh Christmas Tree from the Pine Tree Trimmings, and then May Your Christmas Be Bright is from Wishing You Cheer. And then this one you'll make 3 of. Again, a great class to knock out a lot of Christmas cards. This one, I have everything. So I plan to, if you want this one mailed out on the 7th, I could get it mailed out to you on the 7th, which is next week, Friday already. So another great class. Now this one also is, because it includes that Memories and More pack, the pack of gems, the twine, and the envelopes, 18 envelopes, which is like a half a pack. You could get the full thing if you're a customer to me, and so it's $55 plus shipping. Shipping is $12. If you're on the team, the Be Happy Stampers, you have the option. Do you want the whole shebang, or do you want the team pricing? Team pricing is $22, and it includes all the cardstock bases, cut and scored, and the mats that are extra, and you would buy your own Stampin' Up supplies, like the pack, the Memories of More pack, the ribbon and the gems, and your own envelope. So the team pricing is $22. And the same thing happens on here. If you happen to pick that you want the team pricing on here, I'll know if you're porch pickup or mailing. Like, I know that. You know, I definitely know that. So just, if you want it mailed, porch pickup in person with me, or team pricing. So I'm doing this class on, there's a little bit of a switcheroo. It's actually next week. It's next week, Thursday. And next Thursday is the 6th. I am doing this class at 1 in the afternoon with you guys. And I'm doing my in-person version at 5. I had to switch them around a little bit for my in-person community. So it's another one where if you can't watch it with me at 1 p.m., you could always watch it at 6 p.m. when I would have normally been live, and you'd be good to go. So a little switcherooing. The monthly class is actually a little bit of a switcheroo too. I'm doing the monthly class live with you guys on Wednesday night, and it'll be up in my craft room because Julie's teaching class out here Wednesday night. And then we ship on Friday. So there's just these 2 classes generally that you will not have the kits in time for the class. But again, you can always just watch the replay when you're ready. I leave for backstage on the 10th of November, and I don't come back until that Saturday. So that's why we're pushing hard to get all this stuff out to you before I leave. Okay, so we've gone through almost all of the core classes. Well, the core classes and then the add-ons. There's another add-on for November, and we've been talking about this now for months. And it's the Wounded Warrior card benefit. It's coming up, you guys. It's Saturday already. Oh, my goodness. Oh, did you watch the raffle basket reveal? It was yesterday in the afternoon, later afternoon. We have 34 baskets. And if you go to my YouTube channel, Cards by Christine, you can go watch it. So if you want to get in on the raffle, we're hoping to have at least $1,500 in raffle ticket sales, because if we have about 8,000 that we get from the cards, plus the 1,500, we're at 500 away. And I've had donations that people just said, here's $300, here's $20, here's this, here's that. I think then with those other $500 of random donations, we'll hit the 10,000. But so if you want to get on the raffle baskets, I actually created a Google form, and you can find that Google form in 2 spots right now. Well, I am going to put it in my announcement section here. I'll put it up here, so it'll be like a click here and it'll take you to the form, right? But what I did is in the YouTube land, so yesterday, let's go to, all right, let's see how we can find this fast. Live, and I did, here it is, the Wounded Warrior. There we are. This was yesterday. If you click on the more, and then you click on, we're going to pause me. I don't like to listen to myself. Haha. Want to get raffle tickets? Let us know by filling out this form. Click here. So this is in the description for what we did yesterday. And it says Wounded Warrior Project Benefit Raffle Ticket. Sign up, right? So what I'm hoping is you tell me how many tickets you want and how you plan on sending money, and then where do you want your tickets to be dropped in. Like, for example, I want 3 tickets here, I want 6 tickets here, I want 1 ticket here. And just about an hour ago, Kelly and her mom Karen went through every single basket, and they made a list for me of the basket number, who it was for, and what they liked or what they do like, or what they missed the most while they were gone, and so what that basket represents. All of that is listed, and I'm going to throw that information into this video, and I'm also going to put it into the event. I'm going to also include it in an email. So then you don't necessarily have to watch the video, but you could still donate if you wanted for the raffle. We have 30, I'm so excited, you guys. We have, I had maybe even 30 left of this. We had 352 last year, and we had to make a forecast. And I asked the girls, I remember sitting in the back patio one day when we were having lunch while we were working on stuff. I said, how many should we make? I said, we did 120 for the MS benefit in the spring, and I said we did 352 last year. And Diane guessed she was like 180 or 175 or 190. She was under 200, and I'm like, but wait, we have to do 200. Like, it would be great to say we did 200 more, because 200 times 40 is $8,000. It was just easy math, right? So we're 30 away at the moment. I guess if you look back here, I don't know if you can see all that red, white, and blue kind of like right back there. That's where the ones that are left. I have at the moment 2 sets of made card kits done. So they're made up for you that you don't have to do the work of putting them together. I only have 2 left at this moment. And I have about 30 unmade cards. So as a kit where you'd make it together with me on my live or with the PDF. Now, if I get like 10 people that come to me and say, hey, we'd like them made up, I would get the groups together. I'd get the gal. I'd I'd phone my friends and I'd be like, girls, can we come together and can we make these 10 sets of cards? We'd find an afternoon and we'd do it. So I'm not going to say no to people if they ask for made cards. I just don't know when they'll be ready by. I think our goal would be having them ready by the November 7th ship date, but I'm not making any promises because we're kitting up everything for November between now and next week, Wednesday. And I don't want to make anybody like stressed out too much, right? So just know that it is an option to get made cards. You can definitely put that in the registration. So like when you're looking at that registration form, when are you leaving? I leave on Monday, well, Sunday night I leave. So if we go back here to the form for the registration, when you get down here to where the Wounded Warrior benefit is, you can have mailed kits, porch pickup, completed cards mailed, porch pickup, or you guys, if you want to, make a special trip to the Hive. I have a morning session and an afternoon session available. So what we have is 8:30 to 12:30 or 12:30 to 4:30. And I think I might have about 30 people in the morning or 25 people in the morning. It's bigger than what I have here space for. So we're going to set up some tables in my garage and it'll be like a round robin where one table has one card and the other 5 tables have the other 5 cards, and you'll just get up and make your card and like kind of do-si-do and move around like musical chairs. But there will never not be a chair for you, okay? We'll never take a chair away. But, and then the same thing in the afternoon. I think I have maybe only 15 or 10 people in the afternoon, so I have a lot more space in the afternoon if anybody wants to come in the afternoon. What are the boxes behind me? Are you talking about the paper pumpkin boxes, Becky? If that's what you're talking about, I'll get to a paper pumpkin here momentarily. So let me just share with you what I've got here for the cards. So definitely inspired by veterans, and for veterans, like our patriotic card here. I had it in my head, I knew I wanted to have a tractor with the flag. It's all Tyler. He wanted America on here, and he wanted a chicken saying America. Now, you guys, if you got made cards, you got it like that. You could always take it off if you want, but for those doing the kits with me, you're going to get a white piece of paper. This is not a Stampin' Up! Stamp. Kelly made this on the computer for me with the word bubble, so you're going to be able to just cut it out, and then you could stamp a chicken. So that's your America card. And then we have 2 cards that are wintry with snowflakes. They feature snowflake kisses and snowy delight. Got the peacock with the pool party going on. Super cool. We use the winterly tree nests paper that is currently out of stock. So I'm happy we got ours done while we could. And so those are those 3 cards. So just sentiment and a sentiment. And then we have a like a fallish card. Let me just see here. We had a wardrobe change on this one, and I haven't fixed it 100%. We started off with orange behind, and then we switched it to gray granite. And so this one's your fall card. We made it into a thinking of you card with the arches. And then we have 2 Christmassy cards, and they feature the traditions of Christmas and the branching out. And all you need are sentiments on them. So Wounded Warrior benefit is a $40 donation. Hi, Christina. The chick is so cute. Good. I'm glad you like it, guys. So if you like it, we're going to have to tell Tyler that you guys like that card, because that was his extra added inspiration on that card. So it's a $40 donation. And of the $40, all $40 is donated to the Wounded Warrior Project. So I have an amazing community that donated all of the materials for the supplies. And so all of the $40 that you donate, nothing was taken out and kept for ourselves for any supplies, because they were all donated. So super cool. And all the time that was spent with the die cutting and the putting the things together, everybody has donated their time. So it's super cool. And so again, there's 2 ways that you can still support the benefit. One is by making a $40 donation plus shipping. So if you're adding it to a package, $2. If you're getting it shipped by itself, $6. And then the other way is through raffle baskets and telling me you want raffle tickets. And we're just going to be working hard to know what you want so the tickets actually get dropped in which buckets you want them. And so we'll work with Bonnie to make sure that happens. So we'll switch gears really quick. And before we keep going on the form, because the paper pumpkin is not on the form. And I also have a kit there. So in the spreadsheet, or not the spreadsheet, but this right here, I do paper pumpkin classes, and I don't actually do them. I have Kelly that helps me do them. So Kelly was actually live. When is she going to be live? October 30th, which is this Thursday. Okay, so Kelly's going to be live this Thursday at 10. I think so Kelly's kind of making a little switcheroo. She's going to start doing lives at 9 a.m. versus 10, because by the time she gets done, then it'll be great that I can sit and work with her for a little bit on stuff. So Kelly's lives are generally all at 9 now instead of 10. So she's going to be doing the October paper pumpkin, which is this top one. I have about 10 of them. I'm not going to stack 10 boxes high there though, guys. So if you do want to get an October paper pumpkin from me, it's called Cozy Christmas. You get the ink, the stamps, and the whole kit. And it makes 9 cards, 3 different styles. It's $28 plus shipping, right? So I have maybe 10 of those. The other ones are a June paper pumpkin. I have 3 of them, and I have 1 from May. June is full of charm, and May is called Mountain Majesties. And this guy, sorry, Mary Lemke's card's gonna come down here. This guy is called the Maritime Moments Kit. I have one of those that I don't know how I got it extra. I think I accidentally ordered 2. But kits are cash and carry. So if anybody's interested in the Maritime Moments, I could always add it to a box. I don't remember if it's still current or if it's not, but that's what I have. Hi, Mary Bundy, joining from Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so Paper Pumpkin is this Thursday for October, and then it's going to be November 25th on a Tuesday for the November one. Let's talk about kit classes too. So Kelly did a kit class this morning. So depending if there's 2 or 3 new kits in a month, on Tuesdays at 9 a.m. later in the month, not the first Tuesday, and if there's 3, she'll do the second, third, and fourth Tuesdays at 9 a.m. She puts together the kit classes. I highly recommend you check out last week's. I don't know if it was the bright and cheerful or bright and cheery. There was a kit class from last week that totally threw her for a loop. And I think she learned a lot in the process. And with that, because she learned a lot, people who were watching her were so happy that they watched her, because then they didn't do the same things that she did. Okay, just putting that out there. So you might check that out to see what that was about. But those are kit classes. So the other thing is, before we go back to the registration form, I do a couple classes that are where you supply your own materials at home. The one is called Mystery Card Night, and we just had that last week, I think. And Jolene helps me out. She gets me some clues together. And this was the card we made last week, Monday night. Super cool. And you can always submit your cards yet through October 31st to get in on the drawing. And so that was Mystery Card Night. And then for Share, Create, Inspire, I don't know if I have one of those handy. This was also another mystery card. So similar but different. Share, Create, Inspire is kind of like where I get a recipe from somebody. Like this time, it's going to be Connie Moore. I have it sitting over there, Connie, and we're slated for 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. I'm going to make what Connie gives me the instructions and my recipe for, and then you guys will hopefully be inspired to make her card. And so that's Share, Create, Inspire. We do that once a month. And those are classes where it helps to promote you guys using what you have at home versus buying new stuff, okay? So we've gone through the technique class, the kit class, the Share, Create, Inspire. I haven't really been doing the 11:11 burgers and beignets class for the last couple months. The girls that I usually get together with are super busy, so we haven't done that one recently. It's on the calendar for tomorrow. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, so we'll skip that for now. We talked about Let's Just Stamp Mystery, Sweet Bundle. We talked about monthly and ink, paper, scissors, okay? So let's go back to here and see what the next thing is. So we definitely want these mailed. Now, I will say to you guys, if you've already signed up for this and you don't want another set, you better put no. Because if you click any of these, I'm going to assume that you want another set. This is for new registrations, right? He says, this is for new registrations only. Mark no if you already received it or already previously signed up for it. So we don't want to, we don't want you to click yes, and then we tell you that it's $42, and then you come back to us and say, well, I already got it. I don't want another one. Well, then now we got to redo our registration. So just a note, if you've already, for something like this, because we shipped a lot of these in October, I don't want to duplicate our efforts. Where if you've previously told me this, don't worry about it. I know it sounds like a contradicting, but I just don't want you guys to double sign up for this. Where these, I know you guys, a lot of you, you told me that you want to do this, so we forecasted you, and we already know a bunch of you signed up. We still want it in here so that we know that when we calculate the total, that is good. This is more or less, if you've already registered, paid for this, and got this, don't mark another one. This one, you told me maybe that you want it, you gave me a forecast, so you said, yeah, please sign me up for it. Please still add it, because we need to calculate it in the total to give you. All right. And then it says, please indicate if you plan to place an order to get any of the classes for free. Oh yeah, I'm going to order to get these 4 classes for free. Or nope, I'm not ordering to get any classes for free. I'm paying for the ones that I can. Then Would you like, now this is your opportunity here. Would you like any past paper pumpkins, classes or events that aren't listed yet? And would you like multiples? So I had somebody that wanted multiples of the Wounded Warrior. This is you guys free open text. You can type whatever you want right there. All right. Tell me I love you. I don't care. Whatever you want. Please just be nice. Okay. So in a moment, I have a whole pile over here of past classes that I'm going to share with you. And that's where you can add that kind of stuff. Also, if you're on my team, the Be Happy Stampers, and you want to get team shirts like this one, I'm wearing my purple one, and it says make something pretty on the back, and then there's also the yellow one. You could also put a note in there that says, hey, I want to get some shirts, or I want to, like, I've had so many new people to the team, and they might want to get some team swag. Now's the time that we're going to put another order in. Okay, so this is your chance to put free open text of what you want. Hit next. Oh, I didn't fill out anything. Of course I didn't. Hang on. So I'm going to try to get to the next to the next thing here. Man, oh frights here. Well, that's definitely not a phone number. Let's do that. And I don't need that. And Okay. So go back down to next, and now it should let me go to the next one. Now there are additional offerings. So I've had at least 5 people that said to me, oh, I filled out the form, but I didn't see it come in. And you guys got to keep hitting until the end, okay? So we have Fall Paper Palooza still available. And a lot of them got shipped out in October. We still have some left, I think about 28 of them. And so I have one here so you can see what it is. It's 14 different card kits that they feature each of the different designer series papers. And I am so excited. We just emailed the PDF out. All you need are sentiments to put on your cards. And I'll show you what you get all with the Paper Palooza. There was it's a full option. You can't get like the team pricing on this is either just a $10 reduction in the price. It's full thing. We didn't break and piecemeal this up. So you get the full kit and caboodle, and if you're on the team, there's a $10 savings. The only other option is if you want to buy the PDF, you could buy the PDF. But we did a lot of work getting all of these card kits put together, getting the die cutting done, and there's enough paper for you guys to do your envelopes too. So a nice array of cards from New Year to Christmas and everything in the middle, and thank you cards, sympathy cards, and some Christmas ones, fall ones. So cool. And I do this with my colleague Amanda Waldhart, and she did half the videos. We designed them together, so they were very cohesive. And what we have for you is you get this whole bag full of stuff. And I'm so excited. We gave everybody 6x12 designer paper, which is super cool. Versus the 6x6, there's different little pillow gifts. There's different attendance gifts. Prize Patrol of Estella. All your card kits are in here. And one of the other things is we made up a mug that says crafting is my happy place. And then I had my mom's homemade cookies in here. You either got oatmeal cinnamon raisin, or you got snickerdoodles. So super cool. So I've got Carla Bosselars here, and I have about 28 left for anybody else that wants to get in on the Fall Paper Palooza. So again, that one was $120 plus shipping, or if you're on the team, it's $110 plus shipping. And the PDF, I think, was $25, if I'm not mistaken. So, all right, so that was right here. And so you could still get, now if you've already previously ordered it to ship in November, let us know that, because we'll add it, we'll double check if payment was sent, and if not, we'll add it to your order, and maybe know you already got it. So I am doing an event with Kelly. You guys, Kelly's so excited. And she's working on hitting Bronze Elite now at this moment. Super cool. She's $100 away from hitting Bronze Elite. So if she has one more person sign up for this event and place an order to get the class for free with her, then she'll promote to Bronze Elite, which is super cool. So I sat with her, and it's the 12 days of crafting fun, but it's actually a baker's dozen, because I pushed for one more card. I said, we're making 13 because we had 13 mapped out. And I'm like, we're just going to do it. We're going for it. So what's super cool with this is we designed them together, and I'm helping with a facilitating of offering it to the community. So it's on here that you can register for it. And how we have it set up, that she set it up, is she's really trying to earn Costa Rica. So if you're not on the team, if you're a customer, it's placing $140 worth of Stampin' Up! Products with Kelly as your demonstrator. And if you don't include the advent calendar, that's fine, but make sure you have it because you definitely need the advent calendar to do the class. If you're on the team, you have a team option, a team pricing option. It's $35 plus shipping, or there's a PDF only option, or no, you don't want it. So let me just show you everything that comes in. Okay. I don't know, do I need to say it's a spoiler alert? You guys, this has been out here for about a month. And if you don't want to see what I'm about to show you because you don't want to be seeing it because it's a spoiler, shut your eyes, shut your ears, turn it off, do whatever you got to do. At this point, it's been out here in the Stampin' Up! World for about a month, and I don't know where people are at with it. All I know is we designed an awesome class, and I'm going to share it and show it off with you. So what she's planning to do is make one video for each card, and every morning starting on the 15th, she's going to make it available so that you can make a card with her every day. There'll also be a PDF tutorial as well. So I'm grabbing it, just warning you, it's coming into the line of sight right now, and if you don't want to see it, check back in about 5 minutes. All right, Bigger Tigger's still back there. Ha, Snickerdoodles. Hi, Mary Lemke. Okay, so it's actually 13 days of crafting fun because you can't just have 12. You got to go for 13. This is all we had left out of the whole thing. So you get dies, you get masks, and like this is all the design. You guys, it's all like the paper we had left. We really used almost all of it up. It was really cool. So you get a stamp set with the advent calendar, and these are the beautiful cards that Kelly is going to work with you. So we made some shaker, faker, faker, shaker cards. It's my favorite one, I have to say, out of all the cards. I think that I would vote for that to be my favorite. And we did 2 faker shakers using the different sequins. And then we've got So Grateful for that heart of yours. Just a mixture of sentiments that come from other stamp sets plus some of these stamp sets. So you don't necessarily, I mean, the flowers, sorry, there are flowers that we did, but because you're getting the advent calendar, you're getting these flowers in with your kit. So for 13 cards, if you're on the team, you have the option of ordering from Kelly or buying the kits from her. And if you're not on her team, she greatly appreciates your order. The advent calendar itself is $99. And what we did is, instead of just giving you a PDF tutorial for $99, Karen and her were working on this today. They are kitting up cards like mad women. So what we decided to do for just $41 more with an order, you get the 13 card kits, right? So not just the PDF, not just the videos, but card kits. So super cool. So we took all the elements from the kit and we tried to make some awesome and pretty cards for you. Just another way to use that glitter glue right here. If you can see all that gold on here, that's using the glitter glue. All right, so for this one, you have not opened your, it's time. Okay, yeah, you guys, it was like Christmas. I opened mine in about 5 minutes or less. It was like, boom, open it up, boom, open it up, boom. It's like the guacamole, not the guacamole, the whack-a-mole, like pushing down, pulling the things out. So you get this really pretty box too that you could reuse for making a Christmas present in or something. So if you can't find Kelly Lamb, just make sure you're putting in her zip code. I think she's in Malone, Wisconsin. But just know if you've previously, so the team pricing is $35 plus shipping. So there are some people who have been sending $35, sending $35, sending $35. Just know that we're going to be including the extra $2 for the shipping when we figure out your November registration amount. So just know that we've been noticing that. So Stampin' Up! Needs to offer a paper refill for this. They certainly do, definitely. All right, so now here's the thing. Do you want to take it with Kelly with an order, or do you want the team pricing option or the PDF only? All right, now the calendars. So these little calendars right here, just a note, I was able to get them from Tailored Expressions a couple weeks ago. They came in. So I can include these in your November shipment. Last year, I didn't have them until the December shipment, but they put them on sale so I know it's like some people just want 3 calendars, or they want 1 calendar, or they want 2. They don't need to have to order $75 worth of Tailored Expression stuff to get free shipping. So what I do is I pull all the resources, I get calendars, and if you want 10, they're $4. If you want 1, they're 50 cents. I don't want to deal with dimes and pennies and nickels. So just know if you want to order in packs of 10, they're $4, and otherwise they're 50 cents each. And there is a spot here that says, did you fill out the form to order small calendars for me? Well, yes or no. So that'll just prompt us. If you put yes, great. Well, if you haven't filled it out, all you have to do is click here and it'll take you to the order form for the desk calendars. And it's basically, how many do you want and how do you plan to pay me? That's what that is. All right, so that's perfect. Now, would you like to add any Cards by Christine exclusive items? And I threw this in here because I do get people asking me for my desk caddy, like this thing right here that holds all the tools, right? So my scissor, this is my one-stop shop for my tools. And I have a Be Happy Stampers one, then it's $20. And I have a non-Be Happy Stamper one, and that one, let me just grab it really quick here. I have, so if you're on the team, you get team pricing, and if you're not, it's just $5 more. And so the one that says Be Happy is the non-team one, and they basically are the same. It's just that one says Be Happy Stampers and one doesn't. So if you want to add a bow maker, so my old babysitter who I used to babysit his kids, he makes the bow makers. So you can add that on. You could add on ink eraser if you want. I get those off of Amazon, but sometimes you don't want to buy them off of Amazon. And I have my adhesive erasers. We could always put in those things. Now those are things Stampin' Up! Doesn't sell anymore. So the thing I don't have on is the single glue. So I put this in my tool bag too. Sometimes it's nice to have another like glue holder. And then the cloth garbages, Annette Rollin makes these. You guys, and I've got about 15 different patterns of these, and I think I haven't been showing them off enough. But these are the cloth garbages that you set next to when you're crafting. And she's got such beautiful prints on the bags. So what I would do is if you do want a cloth garbage, they're $20, or if you're on the team, $15. Again, we offer the team pricing on this one too. And if you want one, mark it, and then what I will do is coordinate a little video chat with you so that I can figure out which pattern you want, and we can always get that added to your next box. And the other thing too is a ruler. I got some extra rulers. They don't have anything on them, but if anybody's looking for a ruler, they're only $5. Hi, Diane Bogenhagen, long time no see. All right, would you like to add on a DSP sampler? I have the Spring Mini Catalog, the Annual Catalog, and the Holiday. Now, if you've already gotten it, or you've already registered for it, or you've already paid for it, put no, because I don't want to think that you need another one. Only fill these out for new registrations, because I honestly get new people that watch me and they don't know I have these things and they want them. So what the DSP sampler is, it's this tool that you can use to show people designer series paper. And so I have the one from the spring that's available. You would get the white pages, the cardstock squares, you get the DSP squares, so squares and rectangles, and you would glue it together. I have the annual catalog one available, and I also have the most recent one, the Holiday Mini Catalog. Now, I'm getting down to it. I think I have about 10 left for each one. So that's cool. But as I get new people that watch me, they want it, and so that's why I keep showing it off. And so this is what it looks like when you get it. It's got the white sheets, it's got your little pouches here, so that you can glue your things together. So those are the samplers, and if you want to see the information I have where you can click here to get to them. And then would you like to add any product shares? I'll be honest, there's not a lot left, and this is kind of like a little bit off. Not off per se, but I really don't have any left for the Holiday Mini Catalog. What I do have left, these are what I lied. I have one. Okay, look at this. I have to update this. Oh, I have it here. DSP. I have one left for the Holiday Mini Catalog. This is a sampling of all the 6x6 paper. I have one left for the Holiday Mini Catalog. I have one left for the Spring Mini from this earlier this year. My last one for the Annual Catalog went out last month, which is awesome. I have one left for the Holiday Mini Catalog from last year. So I have these three left. These are all available. So if anybody's interested in them, you'll have to let me know. And now that I have the registration form, it's really great because I can see who signed up for it first. And then I do have a few of the ribbon shares that were from the spring, and I have a few of the embellishment shares that were from the spring. So if anybody's wanting a sampling of some of these awesome products, there you go. Judy Emmel's watching. She said, the DSP sampler is a great tool to have on hand to design cards. It sure is. Hi, Sarah Mitchell. Hi, Yvette Lopez. Judy Immel is the amazing gal who puts these together for me, you guys. So definitely a labor of love. And so I've got a couple of the embellishment shares from January. Jill helps me with the ribbons, so I've got a few of the ribbons left. So definitely just a few. So I need to update this slightly because just know if you're watching this and you select this, we'll probably reach out to you to ask you which one you want. And then sweet shares. So I've got just a few sweet shares left. It's where you get a sampling, half a pack of the DSP, 2 yards of ribbon, and a half a pack of gems, and anything else that goes with it. And I've got Autumn Toile, Peaceful Garden, Traditions of Christmas, and Mixed Media Floral left. Other than that, I'm done with sweet shares until the next round. And I do put this out there if anybody wants to have a printed copy of the Beekeeper's Guide. So I don't print them, but I send the request to my printer, and then they print them up. And so the Beekeeper's Guide is here too. So we do have that. A few people have gotten that every time. So just note, if you guys want the electric version, that doesn't cost anything. But if you want it printed, you'd have to, I gotta let my printer know, and then he charges for his printing and his time, right? So I can help coordinate that with you and them. And so if you want the electronic version, you just click here. And now what happens is, if you're a customer who buys Stampin' Up! Product from me, or if you take classes with me and you've spent over $50 if you're a demonstrator not on my team, or $100 if you're a customer, that's when you gain access to it. So if you've never supported me in your life, I will probably deny the request until it's meeting that threshold. If you're on my team, the Be Happy Stampers, you have access as soon as you place your first order on your own account, right? So let's go back here and make sure that I put stuff here. I gotta mark, and you have to mark no's if you don't want things. And then, so I'm just marking no on things here, and I'll flip back down. So I went back and marked no. You go down to the end and you hit next. There's just another little section here that says, how do you want it shipped to you? I'm just gonna wait and have everything ship on the 21st. And now it says, how do you wanna pay? Oh, I'm gonna give cash, because cash is king, but I know he's just kidding. However you wanna pay, really, it works, right? And if there's ever a payment method that isn't listed here that you use and it doesn't cost me anything to get it, I can look into it. And then where can you find me? Hit next. And then one more time, and I think people get here and they're not certain they're done, but you have to hit submit. When you see the picture of me, that's where you hit submit. You guys, then what happens, just to kind of show you the back end of this process, what happens is I have a folder right here under forms and responses, registration, and oh man, look at you guys. All of them are coming in. So they're mine. Mine just came in here, right? So we've got a few that came in already overnight, and mine came in here on the 28th. And so now when they're green, that means we've processed them, and we're up to date as of today, which is super cool. Can I get access to the last retreat? I didn't see the peaceful images on the Facebook page. Yes, so please and thank you. So Yvette, definitely, send me an email to my email address, and I'll double check to see if you're in the group, and if you're not, I'll add you to the group. So I just need to take a drink of water, and I think what we're going to do, I feel like I've shown you everything that I have. We've made it through the registration form, but now I'm going to show you what some of my other team members have for offering, and then I want to take a few moments to show you what's coming up for some December things, and also past classes, okay? Just making Susie proud. Okay, just real quick to show you the ink, paper, scissors that I have coming up next month. We've got the Light and Wonder. I think we got 4 cards here. So ink, paper, scissors next month features the Burlia. Becky Gandolfo, can you save me the newer one of the product shares? Yes. Yes, Becky. Okay, it's yours. So for anybody watching right now, it's gone, okay? Becky gets it because she messaged me right off the bat, and it's hers. Her name's on the slip already. So this is what you want, Becky. I think that's what you want. So that's what we're going to give you. Any way you want it, that's the way you get it. Okay, so Lights of Aurora Borealis next month. All right, this is IPS, just to give you a little sneaky peeky of it. And then just a little recap of what I have coming up on Thursday night of this week. We have the Peaceful Days on Earth ink, paper, scissors featuring these 4 beautiful cards. I don't have a lot left of this class. I have less than 3 or 4. I don't know exactly, but I'd have to look at my sign-up sheets, but there aren't many left of this one. So if you want this as a class added into your November box, make sure you add it in the section that says, are there any past classes you want? And then we'll be able to see if we have any left to add into the November box. So that one's in October ink, paper, scissors. Okay, then what do I have here? So let's start. Oh, okay, I got Gina here. So Gina was live on Monday, yesterday, with her morning create class. And 3 cards is $19 plus shipping, or a $40 order. With shipping, it's a $60 order. And she did a little gatefold here. Time to celebrate. Really pretty belly band on that card. And all it looks like you need is a sentiment. And she used with you in mind. Hi, Becky Roar. Well, my 2 Beckys are here. Becky Gandolfo and Becky Roar. I love it. All right, so there's the gatefold. And then she had a technique where you do all these strips. You glue them on and then you punch them or die cut them. And then you use the reverse. And you get basically 2 cards with one. And so that was her morning create class. And this is her information. Her name is Gina Bulow. She's Glitter and Ink with Gina on Facebook. And if you want to get her contact information, there it is. All right, so she did this class. So Gina does her classes on my YouTube channel. So you can go and watch that yesterday. And then this one is Gina's class as well. It is her Sweet Halloween Scrapbook Workshop Kit. And you need to place your order by November 1st. There are 6 layouts and 5 cards. You need to have the workshop kit to do your product or to create your projects. And she includes additional things in the class so that you can complete the cards and the scrapbook layout. So this is one of the cards. Look at Casper, the friendly ghost here. You would like a November ink, paper, scissors. Okay, Sarah, if you could do me I don't have the card things here, right here. I don't have it right here, but I'll try to write your name right now. If you could fill out the November registration and put that would be awesome. But I'll try to write here October IPS. Now, I know you've done your October registration, and I don't think you asked for that class, did you? I'm thinking you had 2 classes on the list, but I don't remember what they were. Okay, so there's card 1. Here's card 2. Here's card 3. Again, this is Gina Bulow's Scrapbooking Workshop Class Kit. She does 5 cards using products from the kit. Oh, look at this guy. Oh, yeah, he's got the googly eyes. And she's got Boo on here. And then she's got some scraps. So there's 6 layouts. So I'm going to show you guys what she's got here. So these die cut, these are like laser cut images, come from the kit, the Scrapbook Workshop Kit. So this is for you to, it's basically set up that all you have to do is add your pictures. And all I want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth and a hippopotamus. All right. And trick or treat. That's super cute. Oh, it's so cute. And you put the picture there. And this one, you can get 6 pictures on that. So this is Gina's Scrapbook Workshop Kit. It's free with a $70 order. Okay, so she provides any of the extra materials that you need. Now, she does her tutorials just a little bit different than I do. Gina does her tutorials. She includes a picture and then the measurements, right? She doesn't have like the full-blown instructions. So just so you're aware of that too. It's everything she can do to get everything done with that. And it's a lot of work to write the instructions, you guys. So we totally get that. So just know that that's slightly different. This one is Gina's class. That is the Keeping Traditions Scrapbook Workshop Kit. She needs to finish it, so it's going to be 6 layouts with 5 cards, and so she's got some of it done, but not all of it. But this is just a start, and this will be, it's a YouTube on Friday, November 14th, and she's teaching this in person on the 15th. So this is just a start, right? Not everybody on the team's got everything ready for next month, but they got a lot of it started. All right, so that's Gina's other class. If you want any of this stuff, you got to reach out to the people I'm saying this. So, so Gina is my scrapbooking queen. Connie Moore coming in very late. We'll watch the replay and place your order later. Perfect. Okay. Julie Bierschbach has a class. We call it the Be Creative class. And she's Stampin' in the Woods with Julie. She's out of Chilton. She teaches her classes here in person and on my YouTube channel. So she'll be live on my YouTube channel on the 5th at 3. And then I follow right back to back with her. I'm going to be live at 6 doing my monthly class. So she's in person here on the 5th in the evening. 30 cards, $19. And oh my gosh, they're so pretty. So this features the delicate pine snowflakes. So these are her cards. And she does kitting as well. So if you want kits mailed to you, you can reach out to her and she will coordinate with that, getting them to me. Now, Carissa, Gina, and Julie, all those girls, if you want to get stuff shipped with your my November package, that will work. You have to coordinate with them. They'll charge you the amount for shipping, and then and the class amount. You pay them, and then they bring the cards here and we add them to your box. Okay, so that is possible to get reduced shipping so that you don't have to pay the full shipping. If stuff is all kind of out of the same area here, we're good to go. All right, so those are Julie Bierschbach's. And then Carissa's got a couple classes here that she wants me to share with you as well. They're right, here's one, and here's a second one. So Carissa's got the Mix It Up card class. It's in November, November 15th in person. She also does it where if you want them mailed, you know, she'll get them up to me. I don't know how we'll coordinate it that you might have them shipped in your December box. It just depends when she gets up here. But she has 4 cards here, and they look like this one. And the bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. Let it snow. And then we've got branching out over here. So this is Carissa's Mix It Up class. Very wintry, Christmassy. And then Carissa also has a Joyful Days Memories and More class. Not to confuse you guys, but there are 2 Memories and More class. This is Carissa's. Now, if you prefer to get this one, you need to reach out to Carissa. And she's Lakeshore Stampin' with Carissa. She has 6 cards as well. And I believe hers is, it's $55 or $66 mailed. If you want to get it mailed from me too, that's fine. You get reduced shipping. I think hers must include the linen thread, and she included rhinestones in hers, where mine has these little doohickeys and the old olive and espresso twine. And so these are the 6 cards. I'm assuming that you will make multiples of each card. It doesn't say it on here, so I don't know if she's got it staged that you're gonna, and maybe I don't think she's watching, but I don't know if she'll have it that you make 6 cards or 12 cards or 18, but you can reach out to her if you're interested in her Memories and More class. You could definitely reach out to her and get more details from her on that. Okay, so I think I've gone through everything that's past class. I'm trying to figure out what that was. I don't know. Oh, these are pretty cards. Let me just see what this is all about. Oh, I know what this is. Okay. This is Karen Forward. You guys, I had mentioned that Karen Forward did class last night in person here, and she has some of these card kits left. I don't have a name. She was supposed to make me a little slip. Her name is Karen Forward, though. If anybody's interested in doing Karen Forward's Traditions of Christmas class here, it's 3 cards. Just send me an email, and I'll forward it to Karen. And then Karen will communicate with you. I think she's charging $19 for 3 cards plus shipping, and I think she's got 3 sets of this class left, maybe 2, but you could definitely, if you're interested, reach out to her and she will help you with getting this one. So, I'm so happy I looked over and saw this there. So Karen Forward, you guys, I love it. I have so many people on my team that are wanting to do classes, and I even had a couple more girls on Sunday tell me they want to start doing a retro class, like using retired product, and once a month coming in here. So it's great. Like the team is caught on with wanting to do classes, which is really awesome. So I think I've gone through everything that I have that is basically current. I'm going to take about 15 minutes and kind of roll through things that are past or that I have extra of that you might not have known that I still have this, or you might have thought, oh, I don't have any left, but you want another one, okay? So this is the section where you can free type in whatever you want. And so you might want to get a pen and paper ready so you can just jot notes of what they are. I kind of do go through it fast. I don't mean to, I know that there's just a lot when I go over the floor here, and I know at this moment I'm going to disrupt the sleeping giant back here. Oh man, you guys, I'm so thirsty. Okay, look at this. Oh man, look at this. Oh, you guys gotta see this. He's adorable. Look at this kitten right here. There's his butt. Look at this kitten. He's just like wedged back here this entire time. Hi, baby. Mom, let me sleep. I'm so tired. Yeah, you were probably out catting around all night. Okay, so now you got a little kitten sighting. He hasn't moved, you guys, in the last hour and 45 minutes. He's been keeping my back warm. Okay, Tigger, I'm getting up. All right. Yeah, Mom, good. More space for me. All right. Oh, man. Where do we want to start, you guys? Okay, so let's start here. This was most recent stuff. I did a Traditions of Christmas class last week. I have about 10 of this one left. And They are so pretty. I feel so pretty. So I've got 10 about 10 left of this one. So that's a 4-card class. It'd be $22 plus shipping. I also have from my Let's Just Stamp the sign design. I 20. Oh, we really over forecasted on this one, but that's okay. You've got a Halloween, a Christmas, and the New Year's. Very nice, easy cards to put together. Definitely a great Let's Just Stamp. So that is the sign design, Let's Just Stamp, and that was from this just like a week and a half ago, maybe. Maybe it was 2 weeks. Okay, I've got just 2 left of this sad class here. It's like, oh, make me go away. August monthly class from last year. So must have been 24 that this one happened. The yellow submarine, the fishing, and the seashells. Okay, so it's just 2 left. This one is the monthly class from earlier in this year in January. We had these 3 cards. And so all of these, all the die cutting's done, embossing's ready to go. All you do is got to add your ink, your adhesives, and some stamps, right? So that's a bunch here. Okay, so that's that box. Okay, this box contains the ink color club. Nah, the ink color retirement class is what I was trying to say from earlier this year. And so we had the Moody Mauve, Copper Clay, Pebbled Path, Boho Blue, and the Wild Wheat with 2 different patterns. You either got one or the other, but 5 card kits. And I've got maybe about 10 left of that one. And then in this box, it doesn't seem like there's that much, but there's a nice variety of past classes still available. This is the monthly class from 2023, actually. And so we had another fishing card and the Little Dreamers and the Timeless Arrangements, I think that was. So there's only 2 left of that one as well. Rebecca Hawkins says, yes, that is the class I want. Traditions of Christmas from you. I will fill out the form. I missed your call when you tried calling. Oh. So Rebecca Hawkins, I already sent that to you. I'm pretty certain I already sent you the Traditions of Christmas. I could have sworn. So you guys, I keep a book with everybody's registrations in here. And I could have sworn, Rebecca Hawkins, that you definitely, gosh, I could have sworn I had you in here. And maybe I'm thinking of, I could be thinking of somebody else, but I could have sworn you, yeah, I remember calling you, and I thought you emailed me back. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. Well, I don't necessarily see your name in my book, so you're probably right, and I'm probably wrong, and that's just how that goes. So perfect. Okay, I'll look at it again closer. I was really going fast. This one, I've got, I don't know, maybe 8 left. It's the July monthly class of 2024, and it was the Inspiring Snapdragons, the Translucent Florals, and the Loveliest Tree, I believe. So you really only didn't need a lot of stamps with this one, but just a few. I have With You in Mind. I have 2 left of this one as well. And this one was from March of earlier this year. So I think you just need some sentiments and some splattering with the ink on that. So very bright, cheerful cards with the purpleliciousness. And that was With You in Mind. This, the coolest, most productive video. Oh, thanks, Christina. I'm glad you find it productive. Well, it's a way for me to share with you guys everything that's going on in my world right now. So Storybook Moments class was from April of 25. I don't have many left here at this point. I'm getting down there. And it was these 4 cards. So 4-card classes start off at $22 plus shipping, and these 4 cards, they're also free with an order. So some of you that are new to me and you want to place orders to get free classes, all of these classes are offered free with an order. And a lot of the ones I just showed you already are free with an order too. So that's this bucket. 3 cards are $19 plus shipping or free with an order. Okay, let me get these out of the way. All right, so moving over to these 2 buckets. This one was Floral Delight class. It was in February of earlier this year. Pesky work interferes. So, yes, Anna, that definitely does happen. Floral Delight. Oh, it's so pretty. It's my favorite. I love this card. Oh man, it was inspired by a card that Julie Bierschbach made, and she made hers in purple, so I probably love that one even more. But I just love that layout. I love the colors. I love it. I love it. I love it a lot. And there was that one, and this one, and that. And they're pretty too. They're all pretty. So this is Floral Delight. This was the Sweet class back in February. I have 3 left of this one. And then the Sweet class that is in, I think it was February of earlier in this year. I've only got maybe 4 left of this. So we've got these Wildflower Birthday. So these were the cards. Oh, really, you guys, I try to, when we're designing, we try to make it so you don't necessarily have to have a lot of focal images. We do a lot with having to have sentiment. So a lot of this stuff is actually the die cuts that came with that DSP. So you didn't necessarily need to have your own focal images. This was the Sweet class for December of last year. So December 19th. It's called Regal Winter. You do need to have some floral stamps, though, on this one, because we've got flowers and leaves, flowers and leaves, flowers stamped here. So that's what we've got. Very Regal-esque cards. So that was December's, only about 4 left here. Then the September of this year, so just last month, we had the Gathering Together, and I have a ton left. I think we made 88. I think that there's maybe 10 or 12 here. And another one, can you save me the October IPS? So, you bet. Okay, then we've got many thanks here. So all you need is a sentiment. You guys got to do a little 2nd grade sewing here going on. And maybe in 2nd grade you weren't sewing, but I was, because my grandma taught me how. So expressing heartfelt gratitude and then thoughtful for you. So these were the Gathering Together Sweet cards for September. So I've got a little chunk of those in here to go. And just a reminder, I mentioned Team Swag just a little bit ago. Like, these are examples of shirts that we've got, the Be Happy Stamper. So those on my team, the Be Happy Stampers. There's been a lot of new ones that joined, not a lot of new bees that joined. If you're interested in ordering the shirts from me, definitely reach out to me. We're putting another order in. Okay, then over here I've got, oh, I found that card, you guys. I know I found it. I gotta go get it. This was One Lonely Little Soldier here. I've got the October Let's Just Stamp called Regal Flora. So it matches the Regal Winter, but we did these. We just came out of the Wounded Warrior benefit last year, so we made red, white, and blue patriotic floral cards. So that one left of that guy. And right behind it, I've got this one, which was the Poised Peony Let's Just Stamp. And you needed flower stamps for this or something. You got a blank palette, a white piece, and some sentiments that you could put whatever you want. It wouldn't even have to be flowers, but very pretty with the Poised Peony. That was from December Let's Just Stamp of last year. And I'm so excited here. I have this last card. The last few times I haven't been able to show it, but I'll show it here momentarily. I have here a bucket that has, oh, this is a little bit Floral Sweet. It's the Florals in Bloom Sweet class. This was August, so maybe 8 to 9 left here. This one featured these 4 cards. Oh, I just love this one, you guys. It's so pretty. Oh, yeah. Like, I just love Peacock, and it's good with Blackberry. It's good with Petunia. Peacock is so good. I think I would have to say Peacock is really a fan favorite for me. And we got to fix that little dude. All right, then we got the Tiger. Tony, the Tiger. We got a really pretty florally card here with the bright cheerfulness for the summer. And then we had a Blackberry Bliss with Freesia on here. So that was the Florals in Bloom Sweet class. And we've got these 2 buckets. All right, this one has the Artful Amaryllis. Do you have any sweatshirts or just t-shirts? So Jean Shoot, I do have team sweatshirts. I do. The team sweatshirts, I can show you kind of what they look like. Let me just see if I can find it really fast. I have an order from that my team has access to. If you guys, so for any, so I'm standing because the cat is really like taking over. I have a team website page for people that are on my team. They have a password to get into it. And I have this form out here that my team can see that they can go in to order my swag. And so like at one point we had jackets, we have vests, we have fleece pullovers, and then we also have the hoodies. So you don't get like the model is just whatever was on the website, but it says Be Happy Stampers. And then it has a really nice pleat in the back. So those are the sweatshirts that my team can order. And then the yellow shirts, they can order purple shirts, long sleeve, short sleeve, purple. I have a backpack too, which was really cool in Raleigh when we had everybody with their backpacks. And then I also have the hats. So my Be Happy Stampers have the ability to order the team swag. So, so Jean, you want to join the team? I'd love to have you if you're not a demonstrator, and I don't think you are. This is Let's Just Stamp Artful Amaryllis, and featured these 3 cards. It was Let's Just Stamp from November last year. I also have some monthly cards from April of last year. Featured the Ocean Friends, the Darling Dino, and the Floral Delight. So that was 3 cards. I have the monthly class from March of this year, and it was the Faith Collection, the Under the Weather, I think, and then Memorable Blooms. And that is the March monthly. Okay, so let me get this tote out of here, up here, and then I've got some Let's Just Stamp with the zinnias. This was from January of this year. There were 3 cards in the zinnia, very pretty. You need some flower stamps though for that one, definitely. And then on this one was Let's Just Stamp Memorable Blooms. And that was from February. So flower stamps on that one too. All right, so let me move these out of here. Making room now. The last few times I did this showcase, I didn't have this card and I just found it like a week ago. I found it. I'm so excited. So, because it goes with this one. This was February of 24. It was either one of these 2 cards plus this card and then this one, this really pretty sunset card. So that was the monthly class, and it was from February of 24. So yay, I found it finally. You guys, if you've been watching my past class showcases, you'll know I was looking for that one. And then we already finished that. Now these, so everything that I've been just showing you, they're free with an order or you can pay for them. There's also some here. Let me just share this box with you guys, because these also are free with an order or you can pay for them. So I have Twisted in Time order-based class where I have like this many here. And this one was an order-based class, but now you can buy it. So much time has passed that we switched it over to be one that you can purchase it. And so that is the Twisted in Time class. So always for mailing, free with a $60 order. And otherwise this class will be $22. And the way we had this one set up was that you got some sheets of designer paper. This one is called it's an order-based class called Beautiful Gallery, and the cards are not here at the moment. Looking for them. Well, I'll find them. This one is the Sentimental Christmas. I think I have one left of this class, just one. My favorite one right here. And so this was back in October of last year. And then there's that guy. And then our gingerbread-ish snowflakes, that's what it looks like. And then that guy. And so I have just one of that one left. And he's right here. I mentioned I have some of the ribbon shares available and some of the embellishment shares. I have over here some of Rose. I have some of Rose's past technique club notes and totes. Just nope. I don't know. I gotta think about this. I have her memorable blooms one where I just got to print off the front part. Notes and totes. Gathering moments is here. Celebrating sips. And then I've also got some back here of Rose's that are her Friends for Life technique class. I think there's 5 of those. And then I've got a Snowy Wonder. So those are just what I have left of Rose's technique classes. And then right here, I've got this Fun Folds right here, which features these 4 cards. So these were all Fun Folds from Sale-a-bration. And there was the fruit one here like that. So this was a class back in January. And then we've got our rainbow card. And then we've got mushroom. Right like that. So I've got maybe 5 left of that one to do those Fun Folds. Hi, Francis Rodriguez. I hope you're doing well, my friend, from Missouri. So there's 1, 2, 3, like maybe 7 of that one. And then we showed you the paper for the spring, and then last Halloween, not last holiday. This one right here. I wonder if those cards must be in a different box. I wonder if they're in here. Yes, they are. They're right here. Okay, these cards are these right here. There must be like 7 or 8 left. It was the order-based class that is called Beautiful Gallery. It was from July. And so there is that card, that one, and then this Fun Fold where it does that thing going on. So very cool. All right, so that was the order-based class from July. And then we're going to stick these guys right in the front here so I don't lose them again. So those go with that. That's it for this box. And then in this one now, so a lot of that stuff was all free with an order, or you could pay for it. Now these are what I have left for some ink, paper, scissors that they're fee-based, meaning that they cost money, and I have reduced the price on some of these. Like instead of them being $34, I've dropped them to $30. And sometimes I just look, yeah, just trying to move them. I think I have about 10 to 15 left of some of these. So this was the beautiful Boca ink, paper, scissors that was back in March. That one was a cool shaker card. So I've got maybe, I don't know, 10 or 15 of most of these. So that one, and then to market, I've got like 20 left of this one. So again, another one where if anybody's interested in, like you tell me 26, I'll say, okay, 26, $25, whatever. Like I'd rather get these into your hands so that somebody's making them versus me keeping them much longer. So that's to market. And then this one is the, oh man, what was it called? It was the Kid in a Round designer paper. And then all you needed was sentiments. This was a game night I did last year. And all you needed was sentiments on all the cards. And I think I have like 7 of them left. And so that was one from last year. Masterfully Made is gone. You guys say goodbye to this one. We're not going to see it anymore. It's going out of the box. Yay! It's going officially to its home upstairs in my box of ink, paper, scissors. The last one left the hive like 2 weeks ago. So excited for that. And I think we're winding down on this one too, the Season of Chic. I think I'm down to 1. So this was from like 2023, I think, like July or August. I think I'm down to 1. Really pretty. So there's that one. Forever Love, I think I'm down to like 6 of this one. Really pretty for wedding cards. It was last February, so a year and a half ago now I had this one. But I've got the ribbon, I got the gems, I've got the paper. Card kits are ready to go. So that was called Forever Love ink, paper, scissors. I've got this guy, which is the Splendid Autumn from last year. It made 8 cards. 2 of them were gatefolds with belly bands, similar but different. There were 2 that were this way. There were 2 that were puzzle cards. And there were 2 that were just straight on cards, just using the designer paper for all its glory like that. So there were 8 card kits in this ink, paper, scissors. Again, this one I dropped it down to 30 as well. So, but if you want it for 28, just tell me you want it for 28. And if you buy 2 of them, tell me you want them for 26. I'll be okay with it. I really will. I think I have like 20 of this one left yet. So it's all right, you guys. And then lastly, I have 3 left of the Sweet Jar. So this one, I just did this one in July. So it was really pretty. It was like a St. Patrick's Day card, a Valentine's Day card, a birthday card, and who stole the cookie from the cookie jar? I think Frances stole the cookie from the cookie jar. Didn't you, Frances? No, just kidding. Maybe Connie did. But it had matching envelopes, and I think just 3 left of that one. So very cool. We're getting down to the end on that one. I think 3 of them left this last month, which was super cool. All right, I've just got a couple more things to share. I have this Wildflower birthday Stamp-a-Stack. We're getting down there, too, on that one. I feel like there's not as many left as there used to be. I think that it was March right here. Nope, that's January. I can see how many are here. It's right, that's April. Must be there. Oh, there's like 10 left of this one yet. This was the one that was your Mac Daddy class. It had 5 of the bags that we made together, 5 gift bags that fit 5 cards or 3 cards in each one. So you made 15 cards with this class, all pretty birthday, wedding-ish, thank you, however you wanted to use them. Wedding, anniversary, shower cards, right? So you made 15 cards, and each 3 of them fit in each of these bags, which was super cool. And then it also had 5 little mini 3x3 cards that you could put onto the bags and attach them, or you could have used the 5 little tags that you made. So down to about 10 left of this class. And I did reduce the price. It was $65. I dropped it down to $50 plus shipping. So we're getting down there on that one. And then I have 2 escapes left. The winter creative escape and the spring or the autumn creative escape. The winter creative escape, you got a pack of designer series paper, this awesome cool little speaker that we have on here that says be happy. When you turn it on, it lights up. Boo-doo-doo-doop. And it plays your YouTube videos as if you want, or music. And it included Prize Patrol, included little attendance gifts and buttons, and the 14 cards with it had the ribbon and the embellishment goodie bag. And then there was 10 or 9 cards. I can't remember now which one it was. The 2, this guy, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 card kits is what this escape came with. So I have 5 left of this one yet. And then for the one that just happened here last month in September, I have about 5 or 6 left as well. Oh man, I brought the goodie bag. I brought the card. You got a little gingerbread man. You got the goodie bag. There was also 9 card kits and the embellishment and ribbon share. And we had pillow gifts and a phone stand with this. And I guess at the last minute, I didn't grab the card kits to show you the 9 cards that we made. And I didn't grab the phone stand. But I have about 5 or 6 of the escapes left from this past month as well. Okay. Tigger, how do we do, buddy? He's like, Mom, I slept through the whole thing. I missed all of it. Well, that's okay, Tigger, because that means you can watch the replay, because there is a replay. Yeah, I think I'm going to be busy, Mom. I got other things to do. So, oh, look at that kitten. He's just so happy. So, you guys, we've been live now for 2 hours and 9 minutes, and Tigger has been sleeping almost the entire time. So, to have the life of the cat, right? Of all the nappy naps. So all right. Well, I don't have my seat back, so I'm just going to do a little hovering here because I don't think we have much left to go over. But we did it, you guys. We did it. We got through the Wounded Warrior reveal of the baskets yesterday. Yay. And then we got through the showcase today. Yay. And tomorrow morning we have Share, Create, Inspire at 10 a.m. I believe it's at 10 a.m. Yay. And then we'll have Thursday night. We'll have ink, paper, scissors featuring Peaceful Days on Earth. Yay. And then there's no lives on Friday. I don't think there are. But yeah, you guys will also get Kelly on Thursday morning doing Paper Pumpkin. So there's still a lot of stuff coming up. But now's your time. Take a moment. Take a deep breath. I know that was a lot. I'm glad I was drinking water throughout it. I'm not done. I have one more thing. Oh, I almost forgot. Oh, man. I would have been so Gina would have been so upset. Not really, but yes. Okay. So I helped Kelly with the 12 days of crafting fun, which is actually going to be 13. And so Gina came to me and said, I want to do an event too. I'm like, oh, okay, that sounds great. And she's like, well, this is what I was thinking. I'm like, well, I can help you too, because I helped Kelly. And so anybody else on my team that comes to me and says, hey, I'd like to do stuff, I always try to help. And so Gina was wanting help with the designing and the planning and the prepping, not the prepping, but like the figuring out all the details, right? So she was going to call it a mystery box class or something along those lines. I'm like, no, girlfriend. You need to have something more creative than that, because there are so many other demonstrators that are doing mystery boxes, right? And I said, you need to call it something different than that to set yourself on a different, like, so people know it's different. And so we were brainstorming. So what this is going to be, she's offering this in December. It's going to be 5 cards and 5 surprise things that she's not sharing ahead, but she's sharing the 5 cards to show you kind of what she's thinking. And it's going to be called the Creative Surprise Box. And she's going to do YouTube videos with you on my channel, unlisted. So only those people who register for this event with her will get the videos. And she's going to do her style of a PDF where it's a picture and the measurements, and then you can refer to her video tutorial of how to put the cards together or the projects together. And so she said I can show off the 5 cards because they won't be the surprise, but everything else that you get in the box will be the surprise. And she hasn't priced it out yet. She knows that there's going to be a goodie bag of Stampin' Up! Products in it that's around $35 to $40. Maybe it's about $40 by the time you add in it's going to be a full pack of the designer paper. You're going to get the gems, the ribbon, and envelopes, and some glimmer paper. And then all the 3D projects that she's making, all the things that go with the 3D projects, and then some other things. So it's kind of like a her own version of what she wants to do with, like, let's say an escape, but different, right? But so she's calling it her Creative Surprise Box, right, with Gina. And I'm going to show you the 5 cards. I think you're going to love them. So we made 4 of these yesterday, and she made the last one on her own last night. And then she's making 5 more surprise things for you, okay? Hi, Melanie Foy. So I'm going to drop the camera down. Now, I didn't give her 2026 calendars yet. She just ordered some from me. But this first card is a calendar card. And it looks like this. It's so pretty. And it says, Let Joy Bloom. And there'll be a calendar just like this, right? So, but for 2026. And she's offering this in December. So if you want to add it into my December shipping plan, her plan is to have them ready for shipping with my December packages on the 5th, I think, of December. So there'll be a calendar card. And she went with a wintry theme here. So this is one of those this like a step card like that. And so we've got snowflakes are what the theme is. Wintry snowflakes, I guess. And then here you've got this guy right here. And then you've got If Kisses Were Snowflakes. So more wintry snowflakes. And then this one is my favorite, I think. So pretty. So there's like a little Secret Sea snowflake back there with the Secret Sea ribbon. And so, yeah. All right. So again, it's Gina's Creative Surprise Box. And they are going to be available like through her. So like I'm not going to have it on, I'm not going to have it on my registration form because Gina's already established. So you guys will be able to reach out to Gina Bulow directly. She really needs to forecast now to know what to get so that supplies don't go out of stock on her. So if anybody is on the fence about getting it or thinking about it, just tell her, hey, I'm interested in it. Make sure you keep me on the radar. I know her price point is going to be somewhere around like $80 to $90 because of all the things that you're going to get with it, okay? And it's kind of like an event. So very cool. Thanks for sharing and liking, Melanie Foy. I greatly appreciate it. Okay, so now I really have to sign off. If you guys remember, I pushed my live up to 12:45 so that I could be ready for a call with Stampin' Up! At 3:30. So I gotta, sorry, I gotta go put some makeup on and comb my hair. I'm sorry I didn't do that for you. I'm gonna go do it for them, but I thought you guys just love me the way I am, so I don't have to. So I didn't think I looked so bad, but I have to be ready at 3:30. So it's about 5 after 6, right? 6 after 3 right now. So I'm going to try to sign off here and go switch gears and focus on that. I don't think I missed anything now that I remembered to share Gina's Creative Surprise Box with you. Oh, she wouldn't have been happy with me. She would have been fine, but I would have felt bad if I would have forgot that. So, all right, you guys, now's your time. Go fill out your registration forms. Amanda's on standby waiting to get them, and we are going to do our due diligence to get responses back to you within 48 hours from the time you fill it out. That's a goal I just set in my head right now, and I said it out loud. So that's our goal, you guys. Lots of sunshine, love, and big hugs to you. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.